Where is Bray Wyatt? Where is MJF? We're going to talk about it. Let's go. Ding, 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 ding. We are live, and ladies and gentlemen, I might be biased, but that to me is the best wrestling podcast open going. We are live. We are back at it. And as always, and I'm going to start with you tonight because you can't wait to get some words out. But this is my boy, Big Nick. What are you up to, sir?
I'm just excited for tonight. I mean, we've already had a couple changes to the card and everything. We've got Toxic Attraction now instead of Nikita Lyons. I almost called her Thakita Lyons. And Zoe Starks. So it's already going to be an interesting night. And now we've even got, the stuff on the AEW side with Punk's ruffling everybody's feathers. And supposedly MJF's going to be coming back soon. Thanks for copying our homework, Uncle Dave.
Right. We're ahead of the game on that for sure. Now, for those who don't know, that is the Master of Mayhem, the troublemaker Big Nick.
I like that one, the Master of Mayhem.
I like it. And of course, as always, I am Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the guy that just won't go home, back for another live stream. And we're looking forward to this. Just on a programming note for the channel, we are doing tonight. We're going to rock through 3 hours. This weekend, we're going to take a little sabbatical. We're going to take the weekend off. We're going to chill out. We're going to twiddle our thumbs. We're going to hang in a hammock, whatever we got to do to make ourselves feel good. And then we're coming back on Monday, and we are rolling through 2 straight weeks of nothing but wrestling chaos. We got NWA 74 coming up, 2-night event. Then we have All Out on the horizon. We have Clash at the Castle on the horizon. We now have Worlds Collide the same weekend. There's more GCW coming our way. So we're going to take a little bit of a pause, but we will be back. So tune in, enjoy tonight, but let everyone we're rocking through and we're not stopping, folks. It's been a blast to this point, and the show's already starting. Ronda's out by the ring.
Of course, it's a Friday night, so you're slightly ahead of me. But yes, the SmackDown is emanating tonight from almost KJ's backyard there in Montreal.
Ronda just appeared, by the way. Am I the only one? Did she didn't come down the ramp.
I still got McAfee in a jean jacket. So
McAfee rocking the Canadian tux. I'm digging
exactly. When in Canada, he's just going full Bret Hart.
Right. So Ronda.
Ronda just strolling on past.
Yeah, she came out of the crowd, right?
I like the shirt she's wearing, that kind of LA. But yes, it is episode 1200 for SmackDown tonight.
My people booing the shit out of Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of Canadian love tonight on the show.
Dun, 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 dun. I should almost have a Canadian flag in the background.
Right. But yes, folks, tonight is SmackDown's 1200th episode. And just kind of like SmackDown, we are close. We are on the precipice of 600 subscribers.
Yes, we are. We are rolling. We've already hit 601, so we're working on it twice. So it's SmackDown 1200 tonight.
Screw you, bots.
Who gave Ronda the microphone is fucking hilarious. Come down here. Lift my suspension. What? Whoa. Did you say words? What happened there?
Well, we've said she's not so great on the mic, so the fewer words she says, the better.
It was so funny, though. Get out here. Lift my suspension. Like, can I see your manager?
Karrion Kross.
Oh, here comes security with Pierce. Oh, 4 jobbers about to get dusted.
Oh, yeah. Which sad sack is going to take an armbar? How many guys does she judo throw?
Right. Damien, welcome to the show. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, and Natalia versus Natalia, Sonya Deville tonight. Yes, that's the big change. Now,
I'm here for it.
Zoe Stark was unable to go. I thought it was Lyons that was unable to go.
They both were, according to Uncle Sean there on NXT.
Both blew a tire. Claudio versus Dustin Rhodes for the ROH Championship next week on Rampage. Just got announced. There you go.
Oh, okay. Make that the whole show. Give that time.
Yeah, give that a bulk of it at least.
Right. Please.
Toxic Attraction coming to the main roster and more. Yeah. Oh, wait, that we said that.
Well, and doesn't it kind of seem like it fits though? Because we've talked about them calling Toxic Attraction up for the longest time. And we thought that this was Starks and Lions would have been a call up. Yeah. So I think that this might just legitimately be a call up. And it now instantly puts them, honestly, as in that group of favorites in the tournament.
Do you think they're now instantly favorites?
I don't want to say favorites, but I think it could very much come down to the finals of them and Kai and Sky.
Interesting.
I'm might just be a little bit of bias because of certain features, but
all right.
Yo, I think Toxic Attraction's one of the best tag teams that they have going.
Yeah, I mean, as far as appeal, ding, got it. As far as being an active tag team, ding, got it. Held belts were good, ding, got it. So I mean, I agree with you, Nick. There's a lot there. Just now, Pierce is calling for more security guards to get beat up.
Right, of course. They're doing the typical kung fu, technique of there's 10 of us, so let's all go at her one at a time.
Police. They brought out the police. Why did the cops go first? Why did the cops let her commit assault? What were they waiting for?
Right.
Where are they?
We had to wait until Pierce did this.
Right.
And we gotta briskly walk to the ring. A man's getting his arm broken, but let's briskly walk.
So they're trying to go back and make Ronda the,
Who in the Joe Pesci's daughter is this female officer? She looks straight out of like a mom movie. Like if you told me that was Santino Marella's daughter, dang.
You don't recognize Megan D'Angelo?
I don't.
They call her Megs.
She looks like a Meg.
Oh wow. Ronda looks like a caged raccoon.
Dayman or Nightman from Always Sunny. That's what it is.
Right. Gary Brown, welcome back. Dale, welcome back. Hassan, welcome back. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Yukon.
Here's nice haircut. Yeah. Ooh, that's a stinger there, Ronda. You're a badass.
The crowd goes bananas for Roman Reigns. They were chanting Roman before the man got out of the car. God bless Canada. This is excellent. So far, we're getting it right.
World. Remember, that's how WWE always calls it. Bizarre.
They were like Roman. They literally got in, and we're getting a face-to-face between him and Drew tonight.
I think Kross gets involved in that.
I hope so. Heather, welcome back to the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Dro, as well. Is Brock here tonight? Not to my knowledge. That'd be a surprise.
No, he's probably chilling at his house in Saskatchewan, which is a whole different province of Canada.
Right. They're not that close.
Not close.
There's a bit of a trek.
A little bit.
But maybe. I mean, it would see. I think people would lose their mind if Brock came out.
Oh yeah. Well, it's Brock
Especially
Lesnar.
because
I think Brock goes to the grocery store and people lose their mind. Like I said, I've always said this. That's a one-of-one human being walking around.
Right.
No matter what, you're going to pop for the man.
Again, it's generally like the talented Canadians go to the States to make their wealth and their millions, right? So we lose like Jim Carrey and Mike Myers.
I like how you've already claimed Brock Lesnar, even though he's originally from the USA.
Right? No, we've adopted him. He's wearing plaid. He's rocking jean jackets. He's, fucking living in a hut in fucking Saskatoon.
So then what? Do we get like Sidney Crosby or something?
No, you've had enough. We're getting one back. That's what I'm saying. You paid it forward. Now it's our turn.
Right.
So I think if Brock came out tonight, the crowd would go insane because there's a little bit of national pride there.
I think, well, that's the thing is wait until Sami Zayn comes out. That man is absolutely winning that fatal four-way for the number one contender for Gunther.
Yeah.
In Montreal, that crowd's going to pop. Even when he first turned heel, and he had to tell the crowd to stop singing his songs, they were still,
right? They should bring back that song.
Right.
No, absolutely. Why not? Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're rolling along. Thank you for tuning in here tonight, folks. We're in the first commercial break, so I will remind everybody we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. You already know that, but yes, we are rolling through. We are here all the damn time, most weeks, 7 days a week, and we are about to hit a whirlwind of wrestling. So we're gearing up for the next couple weeks here, and lots of wrestling coming your way. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, click the little bell because you never know, we might get bored and just pop up randomly because we're known to do that. But yeah, Nick, we're rolling on. We open the show. Ronda Rousey's going to jail.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting way to start off the show, though. I'll give them that. Versus you, I think it's funny. We're only like 3 weeks into the Papa Paul era, and we're kind of just like, okay, that's the norm. We expect this now. When it was just 3 weeks ago, we would open every show with like 2 hours of promos, video packages, and commercials before we actually get any wrestling. And now we've got people getting arrested. We've got, surprise debuts. We've got actual, good wrestling starting off the shows.
Yes. Jordan, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Thank you for being here. Loving the belt on your shoulder, buddy. Ronda was in the ring. She ain't anymore.
Now she's in a jail cell.
Right. So they're trying to
make her she's probably going through booking. She's getting fingerprints and the mugshot and everything.
Yeah. All right. So I'm getting the graphic for the Fatal 5-Way. Are you still in commercial?
Yeah, you're fine. We're good. I already anticipate this. Especially with them being in Canada, you got the Canada superpowers taking over.
Now, so I got Natalya and Sonya making their way into the ring. Ronnie, welcome to the show. Chris, welcome to the show.
Yes, hello, Ronnie. Hello, Chris. Hello, Datila. Hello, Kofi. Dirty Heels podcast. Shout out. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Damien. Hello, everybody.
I didn't even see Dirty Heels. Where are they? What up, Dirty Heels? Oh, Dirty Heels approved. There you go. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. We like to be approved, so we appreciate the love. And go check out Dirty Heels.
Like folks. A referee's whistle.
Right. So we got Natalya and Sonya in the ring right now. And of course, we're not getting the match they thought they were getting. We're getting a surprise.
We're getting a better match.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I'm honestly a fan of all four women. So I'm absolutely here for this match.
Hey, look.
They actually have the belt. Or do they have to make those new?
No,
that's why it took so long.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to catch up. But look, we got another surprise. We got some ticket holders tonight, which is a little confusing, but Io looking amazing, by the way. Natalya's just like,
I see it now. Yeah, because I saw McAfee looking back. So he like anticipated it.
Right. McAfee was like, what's going on? But nothing was going on.
Oh, I like though that McAfee, maybe we kind of get a halfway-ish heel of McAfee of now he's buddying up with them.
Mm-hmm. Where was this comment? Where is it? I saw a comment that just made me chuckle. I don't like Natalya at all. I think that there's there was another comment.
It's a love-hate relationship with her, with most people.
What happened to Ronda? Ronda went to jail for beating up security guards. She demanded that her suspension be lifted and went about it all the wrong way.
Yeah. Violence never solves anything, people. I say that as we're watching professional wrestling.
Greg, welcome back. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us as we roll through 2 hours of SmackDown. We got 1 hour of Rampage right after. It's going to be a good night, folks. And right now, we're getting the debut of Toxic Attraction, so to speak.
Yes, folks, if your night is not instantly better right now by seeing Toxic Attraction on your screen, then I feel sorry for you. I'm very excited that they are now up on the main roster. Like I said before, to me, they're one of the best tag teams that WWE has. I'm not saying women's tags. I'm not saying men's tags. Best tag teams that WWE has. They are one of the most popular acts in NXT 2.0. So absolutely, it's that extra little. We've seen it with both WWE and AEW. It's almost become a bit of an arms race of bolstering their main shows.
Yeah, well, this is a good decision, and this will. Oh, look, Bailey. Just for those who don't know, we kind of just popped about it, but we didn't say much. But Bailey, Io, and Kai have bought tickets to the event, and they're sitting Conveniently, the 3 seats behind the announcers had not sold. So,
yeah,
they planned ahead. Who do you got for the win, folks? Toxic Attraction, Natalya, and Shayna. Not Shayna, Sonya.
But now for story continuity, shouldn't Bayley be trying to like harass Michael Cole the whole time? Because don't they have that like kayfabe beef?
I love the beef between Bayley and Graves. Bayley,
I didn't know there was that one. I've seen her like carve like Cole into the back of her head, like shave it in there, just to like get at the man.
Bayley crew in the fans, a crew in the fans. Yes, they are. You don't like Natalya. Somebody had a comment about Natalya, and I can't find it. I think it was her buddy. I don't see it. It's bothering me. Maybe it'll come up later. Wonder what happened to Lyons versus Stark. Apparently they both. Do you think they could have just yanked it and said, "Screw it, we want to do something better"?
I think you could have done it with just Starks, because she had the whole knee brace thing and everything, and her knee in the ropes, with Mandy and Sonya going for a 2 count. So you could have done it to where she wasn't medically cleared. I don't get the Lyons thing because she just came off of being.
Who went for a 2 count?
Oh, yes, folks. For those watching along, I right now have Gigi and Sonya in the ring.
And if anyone's keeping track at home right now, the Canadians have booed Ronda, cheered for Roman. They're pumped about Bayley and a Toxic Attraction. And you know what? Lukewarm reception for Natalya. So
welcome to I didn't hear that one. Well, I was gonna say, welcome to Canada, where the faces are heels and the heels are faces.
I think our boy from Dirty Heels, Kofi, said that Natty was a MILF, and Natty's like somebody that just like fucking redid their deck, and every time someone walks by, they're like, "Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Isn't it lovely?
Natty's a cougar.
Don't you like what I did? Holy shit!
Check out my deck."
Girl, put him away.
Ooh.
Bayley messing with Cole again, of course. I'm in commercial. I like Guy.
I've got JC Jane with a senton on the Sonya on the outside.
Wonder what happened to Lyons and Starks. Yeah, but rumor is they were hurt. That's what they came up with. I mean, are they Samoa Joe hurt?
Well, like I said, Zoe works. Oh, and Natalya into the ring steps, but Starks works for being injured because she just had a title match. Lyons, it's like she just came off being injured, so you're going to instantly have her be injured again. Like, all right, then it just seems like she gets injured all the time.
Well, now she's becoming injury prone if it's actually the case, right? Are you even in commercial yet?
I am now.
Okay. Do you think we will see any returns at Clash of the Castle? Yes. Shut up, Nick. I didn't say it. Absolutely zero. You don't think we're going to get any at Clash? I think there'll be at least something.
Okay, so this depends on if you count a return as as Pete Dunne coming out of Butch.
That counts. That counts.
That's not a return.
It counts. We got Pete back. That counts. I'll pop.
That's been the closest type of stuff, or like seeing Gallus or somebody show up there. That'd be about it. I don't think we're gonna see a Bray or a Gargano or anybody like that show up at Clash. I think the most that we'll probably see is, like I said, of like Kross is probably going to get involved in the main event. You might see.
I think. Listen, if I'm, you know what I'm going to say, and
I know
I don't want to see your eye roll or nothing, but if you were ever going to make maximum impact with Mr. Bray, 70,000 people in that building will lose their fucking noodle.
Well, what do you do with him then?
Do whatever. Figure it out. That's your job. That's why you have a creative. I hate that answer. Figure it out. Put him. There's lots for him to do.
Right, but what? I get that. But
I'm down for him.
To me, I guess, and this might just. I don't mean to sound it this way, but because it's on foreign soil, to me, it feels like it's something that they're not going to do.
Matt, that's a possibility. I'll give you that much, but I don't know. I mean, it's like you said, it's been a bit of an arms race, so it's kind of curious. I mean, I would be totally down with a Bray Karrion Kross program.
I've said for the longest time, and now everybody's starting to seem to agree with me on this. Even the Meltzers and the Sean Ross Sapps and everything, that we're gonna still get Drew versus Roman at Clash. That's it. I think Drew versus Kross is going to be their first feud going in, like his first feud going in, and then by the time that we then have the draft and we get to like Survivor Series, we get Roman versus Kross, because by then I think they'll have taken probably the WWE title off of Roman and given it to Kross because of the whole draft. I think that you have
I like the draft
Roman as the top heel on SmackDown and Kross as the top heel on Raw.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of where they're heading as far as the belts go. But do we get that? So originally when we talked about it, the thought was Karrion Kross would be his opponent at Survivor Series.
Well, that's what I've said. I think you thought that they were going to do a triple threat at Clash.
Just get it over with. Let's go. I thought when the angle first presented itself that, okay, they'll put Kross into this as a triple threat. And this way, whoever loses comes out kind of like, well, it was a triple threat. What do you want from me? So whoever ended up getting the pin, right? And it did give them an option for, I don't know, a shock of Karrion Kross pinning Drew or Drew pinning Karrion. I doubt, but you had that out then, where Roman could lose at least one of the belts, if not both, without being involved, and then have him turn around and go, well, wait a minute, I'm head of the table, give my belt back.
Yeah, but then they'd have to do it to where it's for just one of the titles. And folks, we are back in the ring now. Bronco Buster from GG, and even EO took time during the commercial break to go to the merch stand because now she's got a SmackDown 1200 shirt.
Right, she really does.
She just got to make sure to get that in front of the camera too. Oh, and as I say that, we got a ticker on the bottom for the commemorative shirts.
Right, good timing. Tim, welcome to the show. Will Sonya Deville going to be an official WWE official again?
No, she's
I like her. So go ahead.
No, I was just saying he's asking if she's going to go back to being an official. No, she's back in the ring, and I like her. I like her in the ring. I like Sonya a lot.
I like Sonya. I think she has a lot of upside. I mean, shit. I mean, you have Baszler kicking around. You have Sonya kicking around. Ronda could use hiding behind women like that. They've hinted at Ronda and Shayna a little bit as of late. But you have options. I like Sonya Deville. She can talk. She's a great heel, and she can wrestle.
Oh, absolutely. Like initially, she was my favorite out of her and Mandy Rose. And Russian leg sweep by Natalya onto JC Jane. Suplex.
Some good pops for Natalya here as she gets the hot tag.
I guess as a true Canadian, how do you feel about Natalya?
How do I feel about Natalya?
Yes.
A Hall of Famer, a legend. She hit a ceiling and never got past it. Her biggest downfall ended up being that she's still, after all these years, not a great promo. Nobody, even when she had some moments, there wasn't a whole lot of buy-in to Natalya for whatever reason, and just being a great technical wrestler wasn't enough. But over the last while, I mean, a mentor. She, like I said, an absolute Hall of Famer. She just hit a ceiling. She's that upper mid card ceiling that she's got stuck on, and she was never a superstar.
Yeah, she was going to be a great addition to anyone's kind of coaching staff post her in-ring career.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's how Ronda's gotten into the business.
Bailey is giving Sonya shit. Oh, here comes the kick.
Oh, Sonya into the barricade right in front of Control.
No wrestling match ends up in that corner unless someone's sitting there. Every time they put someone there, it's like a magnet.
But notice how they're not actually sitting, so they probably don't actually have seats there. They're just at NXT, there's always at like the beginning of the takeover, there'd be people sitting in these two seats, and then by the end, the next person that is debuting in NXT sitting in those same two seats.
Right. Nice back elbow.
I like the camera view on GG.
Wow. Was that a back of the head tag? I think she just slapped her partner in the back of the head and they called it a tag.
Dummy. You're both going to love Rampage later. You will be redeemed.
Wink, wink.
I like that now we've trained people to where we're not getting out spoilers and everything, but we're just getting nice little hints and nudges and winks.
Right. I'm looking forward to it, James.
Sharpshooter by Natalya.
What's up with Trish? I don't know.
Retirement.
Yeah, she's fit as fuck. She looks amazing. She's what?
JC Jane with the roll up win for the 1, 2, 3.
So now we're gonna get Toxic Attraction versus the Smiley team.
The Smiley team.
Yeah, Raquel and Aaliyah.
Oh God. Okay, so Toxic wins that one, but then we're getting
Io and
Sky versus Alexa and Asuka.
Yeah. So we get Io, we get Sky and Kai.
I'm calling the finals are Kai and Sky versus Toxic Attraction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's absolutely. That's likely, but will they win? I don't know.
No. Kai and Sky wins.
Kai and Sky still takes it. Mm-hmm. The crowd loses their mind because Sami is on screen.
Hometown
wait, they got a new bodyguard for Roman. Montreal owns Sami Zayn, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Roman wants to see Sami. Sami. Trish is awesome. Now, rumor is she was doing some dark matches. Hey, I'm all for her having a match with somebody.
Let people stay retired.
Yeah, but Trish is, I mean, she can go. Let her go.
Oh, yeah, but just because you can doesn't mean you have to.
Why not, though? You wouldn't want to see Trish Stratus?
Like, oh, no, I'm not saying that, but I just, I haven't seen much about her, and I just don't want to keep.
She's not coming out with a fucking walker.
I don't want it to be the second anyone does anything like that instantly it's like they have to come back, otherwise they've somehow let the fans down, even though they were never coming back.
She's not kidding. She's doing them, you know, she's got her own entrepreneurial things that she's got going on. Plus she's a mom and a wife, you know, she's got lots happening. So if she has the opportunity to get in the ring with somebody to help them get over, amen. I mean, the WWE lacks big stars like she was. Trish Stratus was fucking huge. Think about it. Stacy, Trish. Well, I mean, if you go back a little further, you got Sable and that, but those were women that were just on a different level. Like they were legitimate superstars at that time. They were huge.
Oh, yeah. I would say Stacy Keibler and Trish Stratus are in two different categories, but yes.
No. I'm not talking about wrestling wise. I just mean name brand.
Okay.
Right? Stacy was fucking everywhere. Didn't she marry George Clooney or?
Yeah, I believe so. Well, then you had Tori Wilson, who somehow got into the Hall of Fame.
I like Tori. Come on now. I think Toxic Attraction needs Mandy Rose with them. What do you think? Yeah, I'd keep them together.
Yeah, that's why I thought Starks was going to win the title.
Yeah, I agreed with that. So Roman's telling Sami to wait right here, and Sami's thrilled. I gotta. There's something. There's a ruse.
But I don't get though. Why not have like still try and keep him around and like,
right? Because
Sami's picking up Roman's phone.
He told him to.
Oh, okay.
I think
maybe.
Why? Where did Roman go?
Yeah, Roman just kind of walked off, but I'm interested to see where they go with the
trouble at the border. The Usos can't get in. That's
that's yes. Ooh. I love that. Yes, ooh. 10 on 10 tonight already. And folks, if you don't get that, Jimmy Uso is all I gotta say.
Yeah, we've been trouble crossing the border.
Right.
Whew.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police.
Oh shit. World of Outlaws, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Braun. Rumors about Braun coming back or Braun Breaker?
Because neither one is talking about Braun in general.
I'm Braun. All right. Okay, we're good. Wait.
What's up?
Wait, they brought up KO.
Well, you've been saying that we've been saying that they're going to probably pair KO and Sami together again. We've had Sami kind of halfway beat on the outs with the Bloodline. So we could just go back to getting KO and Sami as a tag team.
Well, it's funny because Roman says, responding to KO's, promo the other night, saying, you let KO know that I don't owe anybody anything ever. So interesting that we're pulling KO's name out of Roman's mouth. And
well, KO has been the biggest one that we've talked about since Hunter took over, about getting a push, about going to the top of the card, just getting a rocket strapped to his back.
Yeah.
And he absolutely needs it and absolutely deserves it.
Right? Parker Boudreaux could be the next Brock Lesnar.
No, he just looks like him.
He just looks like him. We'll see how this goes. I mean, he was released from NXT. The rumor was he wasn't developing well. Now he's part of the Trustbusters. We'll see what happens.
Right. He's part of Universe Mode from Tony Khan.
Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion on Parker yet. He looks like Brock. He's got a huge physique. I don't know what he can do. We'll find out.
I'm getting an ad right now for the Edge biography, and I already like that they were starting it off with showing Edge going back and watching old VHSs of his old matches.
Right.
Like,
I like it.
Not like pre-WWE.
Right. Oh, no. I just saw it, and was that Tatanka in that match?
Maybe.
Damien. Oof, maybe. Do you think Bray Wyatt will return at Clash? Nick says no. KJ
says yes.
I mean, why not? I mean, that's impactful, especially on the weekend of All Out.
That's the only thing that's now starting to make me maybe edge it that way. But I still don't think he's close enough to actually returning. I think everybody's still just chomping at the bit for that.
Right? Like right here, to your point.
Nah, no. I think the big return that we get out at All Out is MJF. Which that's actually we said on our podcast on Thursday and everything, and I've been saying before that. So as we said earlier when we were doing the intro, thank you, Uncle Dave, for copying off of our work with saying that MJF's coming back soon. Yeah, because if they don't, then ship sailing on AEW. We're already hearing the rumors about backstage is getting pretty chaotic, and Tony may need to just pull everybody together and just say, calm your shit.
Yeah, they might need a come to Jesus moment if the rumors are true. Right. I mean, do you find it odd? Like, I mean, and again, I end up being a little bit skeptical of what we read sometimes because everything was fucking peachy key in AEW. Triple H takes over and everyone's like, hey, WWE's back. Oh, AEW's fucked. I mean, is it a ripple effect? Does it have some impact? Is the intensity up and people are stepping on each other's toes? I don't know. But funny timing for it all kind of come together. With Bray, I mean, I thought Bray was 100% going to AEW. And I think if he was returning to wrestling on a main level, he would highly consider going AEW pre this changeover. And now the changeover to me literally means that that's not going to be the case. And,
facts.
What?
Yes. What?
Yes, what's up, Dago? What's up, Victor? Control is winning this tournament. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Bray's going back to I don't think Bray's going to AEW. I really, really don't. And I think on a weekend where All Out and Clash are happening, it'd be funny for one of the two to pull it off.
Right.
Now is the time. Let's go out to the Gran Turismo fans. Right. Hello, everyone. Finally, the great one has arrived. Victor is in the house. Welcome back to the show, Victor. Thank you for joining us. There we go. Jason's breaking it down for us, Nick.
Yeah, thank you that's why we're taking a little pause for the cause during this week and everything to recoup, recharge the batteries, because we are here 7 nights a week covering everything from WWE, AEW, NWA, GCW, XPW. Christ, if it's pro wrestling, we're covering it. We're talking about it. So yes, we are very much, heading into, the throes of professional wrestling chaos with Clash of the Castle, All Out. Now we've got Worlds Collide with NXT versus NXT UK. Plus, God knows what else is going to pop up. We've got NWA 74. I know GCW. I keep seeing them with back-to-back shows coming out. So.
Yeah, I think they're actually doing a show tonight.
They are doing one right now, I believe.
Yeah, right now. So, I mean, there's only so much we can do.
Right, we can only do so much, folks. We've covered 3 shows at one time before. So.
If there's any company that kind of works our limit, it's GCW, because they do so many spots, right? Just because of the nature of their business, and all of them are televised now, not just the big ones. So that becomes a grind. But what a Sunday, September 4th, 2022, for the Wrestling for Life Network. NXT at 4 p.m. Eastern, and 6 hours of AEW All Out immediately after.
Yep.
Jason, I feel like you're ribbing me on this one a little. It felt backhanded. AEW All Out at 7 p.m. And likely going to 1 a.m. 9 hours of wrestling, folks. And we will do a pre-show because we're gluttons for punishment. So as you know, we're not going to shy away. We've done it before. There will be special guests, we hope. But tune in, strap on. The Sunday is going to be crazy. Keep in mind, Jason, that's coming off a Saturday pay-per-view the night before.
That's the Saturday in the afternoon we get Clash. Then on Sunday we get Worlds Collide and All Out. Yeah. And we know it's an AEW pay-per-view, so we're going to be here for a hot minute. But we've been there before. Christ. Folks, if you want to see us do some long stuff and everything, pause. We just did GCW Homecoming and XPW Night of Reckoning. Christ, we broke daylight on that stream. Started in one day, ended in the other, doing 7 hours covering the finest deathmatch wrestling. So we've been here before through those battles.
Listen, XPW's got to pull their socks up if I'm going to cover another fucking shows. That was a lot of pause.
Right.
Not good. But yes, like, subscribe, tell all your friends. If you guys are new here and you haven't jumped in the chat, say hello. We're all family. We love coming on here and doing this. And the Maximum Male Models are in the ring. So is here.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't have that right now. I'm just getting a recap of the strong style match between Walter, as I'm going to start calling him again, and Nakamura. What?
All right, I'm trying to wait for you a little bit.
No, don't even worry about it. We're straight.
I am worried about it because I want to pop, sometimes it's distracting. Hey, KJ and Nick. What's up, Mary? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Victor Nash, Toxic Attraction wins. Yes, they do. A lot of people are saying now they're going to win the tournament. Nick, you feel that way? I'm not sold on it.
I don't think they're going to win the tournament. I think they're going to be in the final. I still think it's Kai and Sky wins it.
Okay. Okay, so Hit Row is coming out to address the Maximum Male Models.
Thank you.
So now we got our first rivalry for Hit Row and our first rivalry for Maximum Male Models.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Max Dupree is more sounding like LA Knight, but he's still Max Dupree.
He should be LA Knight or Eli Drake.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I don't know. I thought this would be one of the gimmicks or one of the stories that were just squashed under Triple H's regime of like, no, this model shit's got to stop.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I feel like he's still just trying to give everybody a spot and give everybody a chance.
Right, Jocko, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hit Row is coming to the ring to address the Maximum Male Models.
And what do you folks think of Hit Row returning? It was kind of a little bit of a meh reaction when they first returned, but it's starting to get back up there.
Ironically, they're outnumbered by one member.
What's that?
Ironically, they're outnumbered by one member.
Yeah.
Right? They need their swerve back.
Could you imagine he just walks out right now?
AJ is not Maximum Male Model material. However, BFAB just kicked the that was Adonis.
Adonis got
that was Adonis.
But it's interesting that Top Dollar and Mace are the same height. Like they can look at each other eye to eye.
Big men.
Oh yeah.
Hey yo. Wow, good pop for we're getting a rap concert.
Hey, I'm like I said, I'm a big fan that Hit Row's back. It was interesting to see them get released so quickly after getting called up, and now to see all of them back. Granted, obviously minus Swerve, but I feel like if Swerve wasn't with AEW, there's a good chance he'd be back.
Oh, look at the AR! Wow, we're going all out for Hit Row.
Hey, okay.
He just broke out in the concert, folks.
But I like if they make SmackDown kind of have this type of vibe and everything.
Right?
Like we've already had Ronda get arrested. Now we've got, Hit Row out back rapping. Like,
all right. I don't.
We're actually getting backstage segments versus just everything's a backstage interview.
Right. Here's what you do with the Fiend: have Roman win, and then have the lights cut out, the lights turn on, and the Fiend using the mandible claw on Roman. Lights cut out again. Hear Bray laugh.
But see, the thing is, though, is and I've thought about that but that you can't do Roman versus the Fiend right as the Fiend's first feud because Roman can't take a loss and Bray can't take a loss.
Right.
So that's when you pull a WWE.
But I think they can. I think somebody can take a loss somewhere, right? And I mean, Bray can lose if he loses properly. I mean, it's not about. It's all about how you get to the
return feud.
Well, I wouldn't do it. But I mean, take one of the belts from him. Fuck it, let Bray be the champion over there.
No. That's the worst thing you can do.
Chase
with
him
Bray.
down.
That's what they did before. If you, especially if you have him come back as the Fiend, that's what they did before. And look at how that went. We got the terrible DQ match.
Yeah, but I mean, don't
Hell in a Cell. We got him jobbing to Goldberg. You don't need if you're gonna do the Fiend coming back and have him come back as the Fiend, you need to treat that like the Undertaker. If he doesn't need the title, he just needs to be that pop in, pop out, that special attraction. So Bray can go and do his other stuff and everything. Yeah, but still have that, still be in the ring and everything. And he doesn't get that burnout. He doesn't get old. He doesn't get stale. He doesn't get overused.
No, just write him compelling shit and deliver on it. That's it. That's simple. Guys, what happened to Nikita Lyons? We still say they're hurt. They were reported both injured. 2 women down. Jacko, Mr. Bean, a mass return, SmackDown challenge, Seth Rollins. Who is Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean,
like the legit Mr. Bean, or is like
that's what I think he was trying to do a joke.
What?
Right, exactly. What to that joke? What? Mr. Bean, what? Seth Rollins, what? WrestleMania 39, what?
Right.
Bean returning that clash, what?
CM Punk is threatening to leave AEW because he refuses to lose to Hangman.
See, and I've heard back and forth on the whole him not showing up thing, but there very much is he's very much starting to ruffle feathers in the wrong way. And I said this on the podcast.
Is this legit shit?
Yes. I feel it's 100% legit because I've even seen on Twitter and everything to where Eddie Kingston, Mr. doesn't really use social media, even puts out there. Of course, he had his whole issues with Punk, legit, to where he sat there and said, of course he starts to talk trash and everything and pulls this when I'm not around. Because that's the thing is what it is Hangman did that whole mentioned that whole line about Colt Cabana and his issues with Punk and everything like that.
I know, but
build up to the title feud. What?
Like I don't get why he's so fucking bent out of shape about that. If that is the premise of this whole disagreement between the two men,
but it's just Punk. He's known to be a diva.
I mean, they've dragged him through the mud for every other bad life moment he's had. Like MJF chewed him up, Jericho's chewed him up a little, Kingston's chewed him up a little, Moxley's now doing it.
But it's also it's different when the guy that you're talking about also works in the same company as you.
Fuck him. No one even cares.
You're telling me that if they booked right now a Colt Cabana versus CM Punk feud and did that right and actually made it shooty and everything, that wouldn't blow fucking doors off?
I would tune in to watch them potentially shoot.
Right. Go there with that. That's the thing is it's Punk's had attitude issues everywhere he's gone, and I'm going to sound a little bit like Paul Levesque talking to Phil Brooks right now.
You're that okay.
CM Punk needs to actually realize like he He's had attitude issues everywhere that he's gone, whether it be WWE, Ring of Honor, now even in AEW. Eventually, you're burning out bridges, and so what? You're going to be a little sensitive and a little thick-skinned because people are going to call you out for being an asshole, but you're fully entitled to call everybody out when they're an asshole or anybody that's ever slighted you. You want to sit there from the mountain on high and just poke down at everybody and punch down. But if anybody questions anything about CM Punk or anything like that, they want to bring up him being a shitty friend and suing fucking Colt Cabana after that whole podcast came out. Sitting there thinking this man could go into MMA and compete in the UFC, top of the line world class fighters and everything after being WWE, because he's done a little bit of black Brazilian jiu-jitsu at his local YMCA. That's not. He's a fucking badass. Like I get, he's a legitimate. And I understand this. He's an absolute amazing professional wrestler. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, he's got to check the attitude and the ego at the door a little bit. You're getting long in the tooth, Punk. You need to. You're not always going to be the greatest in the world. You need to kind of give back.
All right. And no one's saying, I don't know. This is where the stories kind of tripped me out because they've changed on such a dime, right? Like there's Tony there, verbally, mouth loving him in front of everybody. And then all of a sudden it's like, wait, there's issues. You're like, whoa. Soured quick, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, and like I said, it could also even be a little bit of, we've talked about Tony's now potentially forcing people back that are still recovering from injury. So if I'm recovering from an injury, I'm a little bit sourpuss. So I'm going to be a little agitated when I'm out there cutting promos. We saw it in the Kenny Omega match where he came out with the Bucks. Omega's still very clearly injured. And Tony's still rolling him out there just to... Are you telling me to shush?
Yeah, sorry. Scarlett's on the screen.
I forget you're ahead of me, so I just got it.
Scarlett showed up. I totally drowned you out.
I don't blame you for that. I don't fault you.
Are you back from commercial yet?
Yeah, I told you. I just got there right when you were shushing me.
Yo, I like what they're doing with Karrion Kross.
Oh, it's amazing. He's instantly a star.
And his beef
Not
is
to say the man wasn't before, but yeah.
He's mad at Drew for what...
Told you. We're going to get Roman versus Kross. It's going to be an amazing match. And I think then we're going to get Roman versus Kross at Survivor Series.
I'm feeling that. My initial prediction or my initial
not everything has to go right out of the gate. We can slow burn some things.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to get him involved. Like you could have maybe held him back until Clash, and that was like holy shit moment where he caught.
the title. It was very much a statement with Hunter taking over, and also he still does very much feel involved. I mean, think about it. Drew's competing for the title, and Kross is hunting down the challenger, so he still very much is in that top echelon.
But then when do we get Drew Karrion? If we come out, like, is there a pay-per-view between Clash and Survivor Series?
Oh, I'm sure like a Wrasslin in there, or they make it a big SmackDown or something like that. That's the thing is
True.
Now we're starting. Christ, we're getting Moxley versus Punk potentially on Dynamite.
We are on Dynamite. It's gonna be
so now we're starting to see this to where we're getting big matches on weekly TV. It's not just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Not at all. Then that's nice, and we're going through solid matches, and nobody leaves the show going, "Oh man, that sucked." Like it really did fill in the end of the show, and it made it compelling, which is nice. Thomas, good to see you. Welcome back to the show, big guy. I'm doing well. How you doing, Nick?
Well, I'm doing fantastic, and I guess I'll take this moment, even though I've already been long-winded and talking and everything. I see a lot of new people watching. I see a lot of new names in the chat and everything, but absolutely, be a friend, tell a friend. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, covering anything and everything professional wrestling. And I guess in honor of it being, SmackDown's 1200th show, we just need like 10 more subscribers, and we're over the 600 line. So I see enough new faces and everything poking around. We absolutely should be able to crack that tonight.
Yeah, let's go. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tell everybody you know. We do this all the damn time. We don't stop. If you haven't seen our content below, make sure you click the little bell because you never know when we're going to pop up with some original content. Plus, we have our podcast. Now we're starting to introduce our special guest to our podcast every Thursday. Let's Rumble. Stay tuned for some programming notes on that. That's coming up. We got more exciting news and more exciting guests. Yesterday, Big shout out to T Gaines, the SWA, as well as the FFW Women's Champion. She was an absolute treat to have on the show, and she was outstanding to talk to and get to know her more. She's hoping to climb her ranks and be either on your YouTube station on one of the channel or one of the major companies, or she, she's got higher aspirations than that. And with her work ethic and how she approaches everything, she's got a great shot. By the way, we're getting the #1 contender match at the moment.
Yeah, folks, let us know who you have for this. We've got Madcap, Sheamus, Ricochet, and Sami.
Nice. They gave Corbin Pyro.
Oh, and Corbin's in this? Damn.
Boom, boom, boom. But yes, folks, like, subscribe, share, join, be a part of the show, and make sure you click that little bell, because we say we might not be here, but you never know. Something might make us be here.
Sometimes you get that little itch there.
That little itch.
Right.
Not every night itch comes back. Ricochet. Now, let us know in the chat, who do you have winning this match? It's an interesting one. Trish Stratus on Monday Night Raw? Listen, yeah.
SmackDown needs better women, though. I'm sick of seeing
staying there permanently. She's making an appearance.
Irrelevant.
Well, they're in Toronto, so they're showing up. She's showing out. She's down the road.
Oh, she's just gonna pop in. I thought you were talking like her actually like joining the Raw roster.
She's gonna be there on Monday. You're like, no.
Okay.
The crowd is going crazy. Sami Zayn is on his way out to the ring. The Montreal crowd is jazzed. Is Samoan?
Yes, Samoan.
Thomas, yes, sorry, Thomas. We completely avoided your thoughts. Victor did fill them in a little bit. Toxic Attraction did win. Ronda Rousey is gone to jail. Jey Uso's freaking out about trouble at the border.
Yeah, the Usos can't get into Canada. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Whoop, whoop.
The crowd booed Ronda, cheered Roman, are losing their fucking lunch.
Welcome to Bizarre.
Right. If Sami wins, people are going to go insane.
That's why I think he's going to win. Like I said, they're going
to. All right, I got to go. Sami. You going Sami?
Absolutely.
All right, folks. Who do you got? We got Ricochet, Madcap, Corbin, Sheamus.
Right. Trust me, if you've ever heard of the term "a hero's welcome," this is absolutely what Sami Zayn is getting right now.
Can you imagine, like, you've been buried in the undercard for months? Like, you get little tastes.
Mid-card, not undercard, mid-card.
Not even being on pay-per-views for a match or anything of substance card.
Jackass, WrestleMania.
Really? That's the... I object. Overruled.
Objection, hearsay.
They're definitely badgering the witness on this one. No, I mean, so anyway, he's been in relative obscurity, and as much as fans love him, but to come out tonight in your hometown and get that love, that response, yeah, come on, Papa Paul, do it right.
Oh well, I was half tempted to start doing the ole ole ole. That right? The crowd, like,
and I generally hate
during the whole match for Sami.
I mean, that generally means the Montreal Canadiens are doing well when I hear that's going through my head. So I'm not a fan, but we'll see. I got Madcap winning the 5-way for the ice. Wow, Madcap.
Ooh.
We need a new name for Madcap.
Moss.
Oh no, it's Skid Row.
Yeah, Victor didn't seem to be much of a fan of Hit Row.
Right? I didn't love what happened with Skid Row. Kid Row. Yeah, look what you made me do, Victor. Thanks, Victor. Yeah, Victor's better than us. He definitely filled you in. We forgot Thomas. Thomas Dunn, thumbs up. Look at Bianca Belair knock off.
B-Fab. B-Fab. No.
She hasn't spun the ponytail yet.
Yeah, she doesn't skip rope with her ponytail.
Right. What else do we got here? Lots happening. At CATC, Roman loses. Why did I go that route? At Clash, Roman loses one of his belts. He is in the ring, standing in the corner, worn out. Power cuts out, then back on, where we see the Fiend in the mandible claw. So yeah, people feeling this surprise mandible claw.
Nope.
I don't know.
Right before. Don't challenge me on this.
Oh, fuck, I'm not allowed.
I'm not. Well, no, I'm not saying I might have. I'm not trying to say I got sources or anything.
I've been wrong
like that,
too many.
But I mean, I've been right quite a bit, especially when it comes to this, man.
Yeah, you know what? And that's why I kind of hesitate, because I have been wrong several times. We're almost coming up to a year of me being like, he's coming.
Right.
Okay, you better show up before Halloween.
I'm still just waiting for CJ every time it goes out of just, it's when
Kerry Brown making or no, I don't think so. Maybe, why not? Fuck. Why?
I'd be fine with that.
We'd have a moment.
If they've completely scrapped the 24 division, absolutely put R-Truth with them. I mean, it might be okay for a little bit of him being that kind of just quirky guy or whatever, but I mean, the man's obviously got mic skills. The man rapped his entrance, for years.
The 20 years he's been rapping the same goddamn song.
Right.
30 years. WWE Live. Hi. What's up, World of Outlaws? Not true. AEW sucks. Okay. ECW is coming back. That'd be nice, but
their spirit has in GCW.
Yeah, right? It lives on.
Right.
All 5 men are outside the ring by the table at the moment. I don't know how all 5 got there, but that's what we're doing. Ronnie Hood says, let LA Knight be himself. Ding.
Yes.
Ding. This is a man he's got so much talent, and they've just shagged this dude around. He lost twice on the debut of NXT 2.0. He took the pin twice. The second time he didn't even have to. They just did it. Fuck him. Yeah, no, let him be himself. He's good. He's talented. Oh, yeah. Gary Brown, only if R-Truth gets serious and stops with the comedy. I think at this point of his career, that's not changing. I don't think he's going to be, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think R-Truth is just in that pocket of his career. That's where he'll be used. Give him his belt back. What the fuck is Dana doing running around with it? Just give him his belt. And
I could
that's
still
all
see
we
him
need him
doing
for.
Halfway serious, though, of like he's still got those little quirks and everything. Like R-Truth popped Brock Lesnar. Not many people can say that they've popped Brock Lesnar in a WWE ring before. So I very much think that R-Truth he's naturally a funny guy. So that stuff kind of does naturally work. But if they had him get a little bit more serious, like when he teamed up with The Miz a while back, if he did something close to that, I'm here for it.
Ricochet with the flip off Corbin's chest and just to eat a punch. A nice move, though. Here's the thing. Could Truth have one of those moments where I'm not saying he's going to go after a champion, but pick a baby face and he all of a sudden R-Truth kind of flattens him. And the whole premise is I'm sick of everybody laughing at me. Everybody thinks I'm a joke. Everybody thinks I'm an idiot. But I've been here for 30 years and fuck all y'all.
Oh, yeah.
No, maybe.
I could see that. I can't think of exactly well, that's the thing is to find a good
Dominic Mysterio.
But that'd be still interesting.
What?
What?
What's up, bro? How's it going? Eric, thank you for being here. Mary, thank you.
Every time I look at that man's last name, though, I keep thinking of Bowers, which I'm sure we'll probably see on Rampage there. From
Chris is here. Should definitely have the word reaction in the title. Makes it look clickbait as F and presents itself like you guys are showing the actual show. I mean, I think this one does say something.
When everything says like live watch party and everything else like that, I think it's kind of pretty self-explanatory. Don't blame me for you making stupid decisions.
Right? Just stay. Trust me, it'll be fun. It's worth it. It might be.
Absolutely.
You clicked, you might as well hang out. But no. Gary Brown, only if R-Truth is serious and stops with the comedy. We got that one. What's up, Victor? CM Punk go over versus Moxley. Yep. Or is Moxley going to go over Punk? Nope. On Dynamite, KJ and Nick. I don't think this match happens. I don't think this match
think it ends in like a DQ or no decision, something like that.
Yeah, no, I think this one ends early. No, I don't see it happening.
No,
and it could be MJF fucks it all up.
All Out so close by. No.
Is that the solution in this case? That MJF does get involved here? Because, listen, I don't like the fact, and I haven't even touched on this yet. By the way, a really good match is happening. Ricochet with the 2-1 Corbin. The match is full speed ahead, and Sheamus cut his leg.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that yet. Oh,
Sheamus' leg looking rough. Oh my God. Madcap just laid out Ricochet.
Oh.
CM Punk's going to go over Moxley, I believe. But if they don't, I mean, do they try and work MJF into a triple threat and MJF wins, and this way nobody goes under as far as the other two big egos?
Yeah, I would say so. And goddamn, look at Sheamus's leg. Sorry.
Yeah. He got
that looks bad. Like, it's just it's bruised and scraped. Like, that's not like, oh, I did a blade job or anything. Like, no, that you actually hurt yourself, sir. But no, I think very much they could try and we've heard the reports that MJF could be coming back sooner rather than later. I think if they don't do it at or by All Out, then that ship's kind of sailed. They've gone too far with that.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that as well. Hit Row isn't the same without Swerve Strickland. Yeah, he was kind of the meat and potatoes of the whole thing.
Yeah, well, it was kind of built around him, so.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, we'll see what they do as a tag team. I mean, Maximum Male Models, we'll see what that turns out to be.
I'm here for them being, adding some depth to that tag team division. I could very much see them versus the Usos or them versus Street Profits, something like that.
Sheamus just pounding on Madcap's chest. The crowd loving it. Down.
I just got Sheamus doing the pose like Gunther does. So maybe I could see Sheamus, especially. He's a legend in the European scene when it comes to professional wrestling. Seeing him at Clash, he's got to be on there somewhere.
How come Corbin, since he started his WWE career, finds the most uncomfortable pants to possibly wrestle in?
Valid point, but I don't know.
It's been a thing. What's up, A-Town? Hope you're doing well. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful Friday, and thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. Some love for A-Town. Oh, Sheamus just beating the shit out of everybody now at this point. He's moved on to Ricochet.
A-Town, you're a Saints fan. Yeah, I don't want to talk about one of my teams. I had to adopt a second team because my team, the Seahawks, are ass this year.
Right.
But thank you for having us going while you're watching the NFL. I think that's a perfect way to spend a Friday night.
What?
I feel like I should do this now because I got Sheamus doing the beats of the Bowery just every time. What?
Right.
What?
Oh, why? They're booing him for doing it to Sami, though.
Of course.
That's amazing.
You don't do that to the hero.
Sami hangs him up on the ropes, though. Sheamus for the win. Damien's. There goes Corbin. Oh, Sami going to go for a dive. Mary, welcome back. Don't know what that says. Wow, down it goes. Sami taken out. Ricochet. And Madcap, I think? No, Corbin. Sheamus for the win. Wow. What? Eric, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Love the hugs. Who's your favorite WWE superstar? Right now or forever?
I'm going to just go with right now. I'm going to just say, acknowledge me. Acknowledge us and like, share, and subscribe.
There you go. Oh, Sami! Wow, Ricochet with the deep two.
The stadium is losing their mind for Sami.
Unglued. I like it.
Oh, it's impressive because that's the thing is when have you heard reactions like this at a WWE show? Oh.
The fam giving each other plenty of love. I appreciate that, folks. Love seeing it in the chat.
Thunderbomb.
You just got the Blue Thunderbomb now, eh?
Or no, I got Mission Uncle Driver. Sorry. Wrong move.
I have no idea how it happened.
No, you're fine. It is what it is.
Madcap with the swing and the miss. Blue Thunder Bomb, an actual Blue Thunder Bomb. Another 2 count. The fans are unglued, folks. Am I the only one that feels that they're like at the soccer game after Sami's entrance? Right?
I feel like just us as Americans don't have that many great chants when it comes to sports.
So. I'm telling you, like the Canadians, the Europeans, like when wrestling travels, you get really good fucking chants. And then the Americans half-ass do it. I don't know what's up with y'all.
Right. We get the like too sweet. Whoop, whoop. That's the best we got. That type of
You're like so non-committal about your chanting.
Well, that's kind of us as a country, non-committal.
Folks out there, do what my buddy Victor said and has done a long time ago, one of the OGs of this channel. Welcome to the stream, a channel for fans, by fans. We cover all the wrestling shows.
I was one of them.
Like, subscribe. He was one of them. Oh, white noise. Sami rolled out like he really hurt his shoulder.
Well, he's already got a scrape up there too and everything. So, I mean, Sam or did you say Sami?
Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe. Tell everybody you know about the Wrestling for Life Network, folks. Madcap spears into each corner. Ricochet hops one. Smashes Sheamus. This has been a hell of a match. These men are running. And Sami's leaving with assistance.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, because I just got him rolling out and everything. I thought you were talking about Sheamus. Yeah, he instantly rolled out just like something's wrong.
Yeah, no, Sami went down hard. I don't know if this is an angle or not. I honestly can't say. I didn't see anybody make the signal to
we didn't get the X thrown up. Oops.
I don't know. I didn't see anything. Interesting. KJ Nick looks like Baron Corbin's character is changing. He does not seem as silly anymore. He looks more like the lone wolf. I don't know if we're going the wolf, but we did get Pyro. We got Pyro.
Yeah, well, and I like it. He's got the whole shirt of, want to get lucky.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
Sheamus is bleeding. Yes. His leg looks bad.
Yeah.
It looked like he pancaked Sami. Do you think MJF will screw over AEW and go to WWE instead? Contractually, he can.
Right. I was going to say, there's this thing called contracts.
Yeah, he's stuck for now. I mean, when time comes, is MJF going to milk both companies and put them against each other to try and maximize his value? 100%.
Well, unless MJF goes like full, I guess, like Antonio Brown type style, and just does everything he can to sabotage his way out of AEW towards the point where Tony's just like, fine, go, get out of my hair. Because that's even part of why they're talking about him coming back, is because these TV deal contracts and everything that negotiation is starting to go down. So Tony's got to put his best foot forward. And unfortunately, because of all of his returns, all of his gimmick matches and everything, his best foot forward is a lot of injured guys returning.
Other new name in the chat I just saw, but we keep moving real quick. Edward, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. What is your take on Ric Flair saying Warrior doesn't belong in WWE Hall of Fame? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong because, listen, when I was little KJ was a fucking avid Ultimate Warrior fan. Like the way that dude, his music would hit and he just comes sprinting to the ring. It was insane. And he was destroying some of the wrestlers you've come to know for all, and just taking titles, like running out and winning the IC belt in 30 seconds. The man was crazy. But he didn't really have a Hall of Fame type career. He had a Hall of Fame type impact. Here's my issue with the WWE and the corner they painted themselves into with the Hall of Fame is it becomes so political that you can't punish one person for their indiscretions and their bad behavior and their bad attitudes and then honor another one, right? Like you have an award based on overcoming and perseverance and love and kindness. And every year we hear his wife give the big speech about what this award means. Meanwhile, if you go to the, some of the footage of Warrior post-career, he wasn't a loving, open, happy person. It's a contradiction, and it's contradictory. And if, like you said, when they cut Ric Flair off of the opening, they took his woo out. Now we got the woo back, but there's a hypocrisy with the Hall of Fame that I don't like.
Well, and you could even, I hate to say her name and everything, but Tammy Sytch is a prime example of someone who should absolutely have nothing to do with the WWE Hall of Fame. But yeah, I believe she's still in there. It does get into that point, like you said, of unfortunately, it comes with kind of the nature of the beast with professional wrestling is a lot of these guys at times end up having their own demons and everything that follow them. Like, I'm glad guys like Jake Roberts and Scott Hall were able to move past their demons and get, to a much better place in life. But unfortunately, not everybody can do that. So that's where it gets very, very contradictory, very, okay, who do you put in? Who do you not put in? And especially a guy like Warrior. Warrior, KJ put it best of, he had a good impact. He didn't have a huge run. But I am back with in-ring action right now. I've got Corbin just giving it to Ricochet. Jordan saying, let's go Ricochet. Aaron with the ole, 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 ole. Yeah, I think I saw somebody say, oh, caught it right beneath it. Curtis saying, if Sami Zayn comes back, Montreal will blow up huge. Yeah, I think that we could be getting that spot of just all of a sudden Sami comes back down and hits a haluva kick and all of that. And next thing you know, he picks up the win. But I am concerned that they did that. But I do also like that we're at a point, well, it's a double-edged sword. We've got a lot of people in wrestling injured right now at the moment, it seems, and have had them. But also, I like that it's still up in the air of who's injured, who's not really injured, this, that, and the third. Of kayfabe somehow coming back alive, folks, even with Twitter and everything like that. I guess here's where I'll try and do my CJ impression of Victor telling A-Town, cut the shit. Yeah, I was saying Sammy's shoulder is hurt, got injured from white noise. Yeah, but it's debatable on if he's hurt, or if it's a kayfabe injury. Boss saying, don't you mean huge? I'm not sure where I feel like I might have missed something there. Oh, I get it. The huge A. Oh, I get you. Took me a minute. Somehow went over my head. Rick is just salty because Warrior had all. Yeah, no. Ricochet versus Ford match would be great. Absolutely. The only thing is I feel like we might have to get Ricochet into a tag team to get that. That's the thing, is I don't want to see the Street Profits split up anytime soon. And I've got Sheamus gearing up for a bro kick right now in the corner. Madcap catches him. What the hell type of move was that? That he looked like he was half going to go for a suplex, half a rock bottom. Ricochet with a code breaker. Now would be a good time for Sami to come back and, hit a haluva kick. What a show. Do you see Sasha Banks and Naomi showing up on when they return, Nick? Ricochet going up top. 6. Shooting star. 1, 2. Corbin breaks it up. I think from what I've heard floating around and everything is that they're getting a ton of time. I very much like this. And you got to do that with a 5-man match. But Mr. Producer Man throwing me off. Oh, Sami's back. Ole, ole, ole. See? And the crowd comes unglued. Who called it? Curtis called it. Yes. Curtis called it. If Sami Zayn comes back, the crowd will pop huge. And yes, absolutely. Sami with a T-bone suplex on Ricochet into the corner. What up, Juice? But 1, 2. Oh, and Corbin pulls him out. If producer man would stop, that'd be appreciated. Yeah, I think Sasha and Naomi come back after this whole tag tournament wraps up. I think that's lately what I've been hearing is that's when they'll come back. Obviously we've seen Sasha doing a bunch of more stuff, and everything now still says Sasha Banks WWE attached to it. So I think they're going to come back. I think it's going to be after this tag tournament wraps up. Sheamus with the win with a bro kick out of nowhere. Pins Corbin.
1, 2, 3. Sheamus. The crowd is not thrilled. Corbin got asshole chance for yanking Sami out, taking their moment. I popped. I thought Sami had it, and Corbin steals the moment. Will we get again? I think this is part of this. Sami getting out of favor with Roman. But the Montreal crowd was dying for Sami to get that 3. Sheamus, some people picked it. So,
well, it would have been great to have Sami win. But like I said, it's not a bad, especially with it being in Wales, it being in the UK. Sheamus needed to be on that card somewhere.
Remember, folks, we are doing our best to keep up with these comments. If we skipped one of yours, by all means, put it back in the chat. We don't leave till we're done talking to y'all. So I'm getting a package for Drew and Roman right now. Touched on that. I don't know. You touched on a bunch of these, so we'll get back in here.
I know about where we were at.
Were you surprised that match went for a minute?
Oh, I was here for it, though. That's the thing. I was just rolling. I was expecting that to pretty much just go the rest of the damn show.
No, we got lots of time left. We got lots of time left on this clock. And don't forget, folks, right after this, we are going into our Rampage coverage. So if you're new here and you know the answers, don't spoil it for anybody. We are covering Rampage. We will be live, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens there tonight. So we're not going anywhere. We got a couple more hours to hang out with everybody here on a Friday night. And if you haven't done it yet, like, subscribe, and share. We are 4 away from 600, so we're rolling and having a great time tonight.
Oh, damn. I just refreshed and just saw that. God damn. So, yes, folks, let us hit 600 by the time we go off tonight. Send us off in the weekend happy, rolling out with 600 subscribers.
Right. Breaking news, Sami Zayn has a serious shoulder injury. I think it was a work. It's a work.
Yeah, if he came back out and wrestled and everything, then it's absolutely a work.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Juice here that Gunther and Sheamus is going to be a barn burner at Clash, though. I know some people might not be thrilled that Sheamus got that win, but man, that's going to be one hell of a match. That's a very, very white, pasty dude who's about to get the shit slapped right out of him.
Well, and it's UK icon versus UK icon when it comes to pro wrestling.
Absolutely. How do you feel about Toxic Attraction on SmackDown? I like it. DeMarcus.
They get more than 2 thumbs up. I'll leave it at that.
Pause.
But
anyway, folks, yes, we are. I think it's excellent. We need to. The term that I heard Triple H use that I love is we're building depth, and as long as they're building depth and giving us more of a robust main roster where we're not seeing the same shit over and over and over and over and over, all the power to you. First Roman and now Sheamus. When do we get out of the year 1999? Boss. It's funny. We are kind of, Sheamus has been around like furniture.
Well, like DeMarcus says right here, he's very much a Triple H guy. Like those guys are workout buddies. So
okay, yeah. Fair enough. Right. I didn't want to, I guess I kind of overlooked that. Edward, welcome to the show. Good match. It was a great match for the number 1 contender. The finish was a surprise, which I do appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But I'm totally with Edward, Juice, and a couple other people that have mentioned it. I'm all for these men slapping the shit over each other.
Oh, yeah. Big beefy boy slapping me? Absolutely. Pause.
Victor, give me some spoilers, bro. Don't do it. KJ and Nick plug the code for the discount on the seats. Listen to this, man.
Yeah, got production assistant on production assistant.
Right?
I appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash at the Castle. It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Boss Monster, we don't have to ruin the show for the rest of the people. Exactly. Show some love.
Right.
He.
You got it, Google.
I like when they give us predictions, even though they know the son of a bitches.
Oh, yeah. Who was it earlier say that we were going to be redeemed?
Spoiler, let's go.
Rampage.
But no, we're deep into this commercial. So Zoe Stark hurt her knee again. I don't know, Edward. I mean, oh, there you go. I just said NWO is good. Nonetheless, Zoe Stark is hurt. I don't know. The odds of both combatants hurting their knee going into this tournament is kind of surprising, but shit happens. But part of me believes it's kayfabe. I think it's definitely kayfabe. Victor having a chuckle. We are on commercial, and I am rolling alone at the moment. My boy Nick taking a break. Big shout out to our boy CJ. Hope he's having a wonderful night doing his thing. And for everyone else who's joining us, a lot of people are tuning in, taking a peek into the show tonight. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the show. Like my boy Victor pointed out, and we hadn't done it quite yet, but do remember the limited edition Wrasslin for Life t-shirt is available at Alt Wrestling Tees. Go check that out. And check out his catalog. A lot more coming. And do keep in mind, we have something coming your way as far as our own merchandise and things we're working on as well. So go check out our boy. And he's got a couple other cool branded items coming up as well for the Wrestling for Life Network. So go show some love. Also, SeatGeek, for those who are fans of attending any type of event, whether it's a concert, wrestling, whatever. Wait, we got Tiki Torches and the Vikings. Oh, we're getting the... Look at this shit. All right, we're getting a Viking Raiders situation. All right, this is interesting. I'm going to quickly finish up this promo, though, folks. Go to SeatGeek and pick your event of your choice. Put in the code Wrasslin, and you will save $20 on your first purchase with SeatGeek. So go check them out. That's right, SeatGeek.com. Pick an event, put in the code Wrasslin, save yourself some money, and maybe buy yourself a t-shirt with that money. But other than that, folks, like, subscribe, join the network. We are here all the goddamn time with all the content you could hope for from all the wrestling. At the top of the hour, we will be shifting to AEW Rampage. If you like NWA, we're coming back with that next weekend, I do believe, if I'm looking at the calendar correctly, if not the weekend after. And then we're coming out with, we'll be here for All Out. We'll be here for Clash. We'll be here for the Worlds Collide. There's lots, and we're here for all of it. If there's good wrestling to be had, we will be here watching and giving you a reaction to it. And right now we're getting a very intense promo from Viking Raiders. All right, so they're more. I know my boy Nick says they're Hot Topic Raiders, but I mean they're going with the whole pagan vibe on this, and at least they're making them badasses. Speak it into the world, folks. This is kind of badass. It's definitely an upgrade for the Viking Raiders. Do keep in mind, the Viking Raiders were dominant. They were indie darlings. They were destroying everybody. They were undefeated everywhere they went. They won titles everywhere they went. And next thing you know, man, these are guys that didn't, in Saudi, they got beat up before the match. And they didn't have a match because they took some punches. What did you expect to happen in a wrestling match? But they couldn't continue. They looked bad. They looked weak. Now we're getting a completely new vibe. And I know, like I said, my buddy Nick keeps saying Hot Topic Raiders with the eye makeup. The pagan vibe is, I'm feeling the pagan vibe. I just think they should leave the shields at home when they come out to the ring. My opinion. There you go. I did it. Victor, no, we already talked on that. All right, catching up to some of these. Oh, wait. Curtis, welcome back. Put the tag titles on Toxic Attraction, and they'll remain there until at least 2024. It might be too soon for Toxic Attraction. I do think Kai and Sky are taking that tournament still, my friend. Women's tag team is going to Dakota Kai and Sky. I agree. I agree with Juice. 2 weeks from tomorrow, Bayley's first match since a year. Right? Chris, long awaited, long anticipated. And for the big Bayley fans like yourself, thrilled. Now we're getting I'm getting the match flow, the progressive match flow. And we're reminding everybody Shayna Baszler is a badass. I watched the best of thing with Shayna Baszler the other day. Man, you guys, I think you almost forget how dominant of a champion she was in NXT and how fucking powerful she was. She was great. Victor says, I think it's kayfabe, so Zoe Starks and Nikita Lyons can take on the titles of Mandy Rose, so Mandy can get called up. I agree. It feels like a Samoa Joe injury. Really does. Shayna Baszler, take that belt. That's my vote. Take the belt. Sorry, Liv. Damascus, do y'all think that CM Punk would come back to the WWE even though Triple H is... It would be like Eric Bischoff returning and when he walked out and gave Vince a hug for the first time and everybody's jaw hit the floor and shit their pants. That would be one of those moments. If Triple H could pull it off and put their egos aside and say, listen, Punk, we're going to put you on the biggest stage of them all. We'll give you a little bit of a rub, a little bit of a run. Is it possible? Yeah. But by all reports, I was pretty convinced that Punk signed something like a 7-year deal. I don't know if that's accurate, but I feel like, the plan was he was going to be there for the long haul. SmackDown been awesome so far. Damian, I'm glad you think so. I agree. It's been all right. And they're giving the matches are getting shine, which is much, much better. Okay, you might have got that one. Punk is talking shit about WWE, so I don't think so. Yeah, listen, it would be a reach, as we call it. It would be a huge reach if it ever happened. It would be a huge coup. The place would go insane. You got to figure that Punk's the biggest draw in AEW. I don't even know how valid some of these stories are. I don't know if it's bullshit. It's interesting. It's complex. We talked about it the other night on our podcast. If you haven't seen our podcast from yesterday, we had a special guest, T. Gaines. It was great to have her, but we also debated the fact of, I can't see people going into business for themselves in the WWE just because of the management structure and the respect you have for the company. Tony doesn't seem to have that clout or that control, especially with the big names. They'll just fucking do whatever they want. Anthony, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. Shout out to Nick. Triple H is doing an awesome job. Damascus, I agree. I happen to agree with you. I've been a big fan of the changes. We cover all these streams. We've been on here just going on 6 months, so we're still just a baby. But yeah, Triple H, we watched bad Raw, bad SmackDown, bad Raw, bad SmackDown over and over to see the shift in the energy and the vibe, and we're getting half-decent shows. Amen. All the power to Mr. Triple H. No, don't burn the bootios. They're burning the bootios. This is how they were in Japan. Yes, Edward, and I'm happy to see it. Why does the man have a makeup member drawn on his forehead? Oh, Nick. More like a Waffle House Raiders. Oh, shit. Boss are not having any of it. I'm not even sure what wrestling Boss likes. I'm not sure. Anthony, what's up? Nick giving some love on his paws. Hello, Big Nick. Nick Aldis versus Flip Gordon at NWA 74, night 2. It's going to be good. Folks, we are going to be here for both night 1 and night 2 of NWA 74. The card is filling up. Nick Aldis, Flip Gordon, going to be a good match. I can't wait to see it. They need to take the title off Liv Morgan. I agree. I agree. I don't think Liv right now, I get it. She's a bit of a baby face, but I mean, the crowd was already starting to turn on her a little, and I know people got a little sensitive about that. She's good, but there's other talent there that is better. And I'd be more than happy to watch Shayna Baszler walk away with that title. Boom, boom, boom. I think Lex is referring to Sexy Lexi, referring to Liv. Couldn't be us, could it? Camille and Taya Valkyrie, the main event at night 1. That's going to be excellent. And I'm a huge Taya Valkyrie fan. This is somebody I think the WWE dropped the ball on, let her go too soon. I think she had a lot of upside. She'd do a wonderful job on the main roster in WWE. Since she left, she's been on a tear. She could win this one. Camille surprised me last time I watched her. I've kind of watched the development and growth of Camille. She's gotten a lot better. She's come a long way than we had seen her in the past. I remember when she appeared on Dynamite and she looked so robotic and stiff, and she's come a long way. The last time we saw her, she did great, and I'm looking forward to that match. I hope we get Shayna and Ronda. I hope we get Shayna and Ronda on the same team. That's what I hope. Liv versus Shotzi next, like on SmackDown or the next program. Yawn. Yeah, there you go. Any teddy bear I can borrow, please? Wendy Chu. 1-800-WENDY-CHU. She'll hook you up. I want to see Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey for SmackDown Women's Champion. Liv and Morgan is trash. Liv Morgan is trash. No, she's not trash. She's good. She's good. I like her story. She's cute. But, yeah, Shayna Baszler, Charlotte Flair. There's a list. There's 7, 8 women right now that I think are better fits for the championship than Liv overall. She got the title. She's having a cute little run. She'll lose the title. She'll keep working hard. She'll win it back. I'm okay with that. Her first title reign doesn't have to be a year. And I just don't know that she moves the needle enough. Maybe I'm wrong. Liv is great. What the hell? She's gotten so much better from the Wyatt Scott. She deserves this run. There you go, Juice. Juice kind of not quite jiving with me on this one. But, yeah, I'm okay with the fact that she won it. I just don't know if I want her to keep it. WWE fans are fickle. I said fickle. I don't know. A little bit. I like the real deal. No gimmicks, just legends. Hardcore, and that's what they are for. That's what the R is for. All right. Thank you. Hurt Dungeon. All right. Shotzi's on her way out. So we're going to get a little bit of a shine on Shotzi. How do we feel about that? I'm hot and cold with Shotzi. I haven't decided where I feel about her yet. What happened to Tegan Nox? Don't count Tegan Nox as a possible surprise somewhere. I think Triple H was a big fan of Tegan Nox. I think a lot of us believe she had upside. She seemed a little bit accident prone. And I'm not sure what she's doing right now. No swords or shields, nor pancakes. I'm with you, boss. Leave the swords, shields, blades, knives, whatever else you got as a gimmick, leave it in the backstage. Like a real fucking competition. Here comes Shotzi. Liv hugging that title like she's never giving it back. Edward, dude, that's what they said about Brock versus Angle. I'm not sure. Hagen, what's up? Yo. Tegan Nox can't travel because of visa issues. There you go. Dale, fact checker. I appreciate it, Dale. I did not realize she was still stuck. Oh, I wonder what the issues are. Edward, I like that. Edward. I missed the tank and helmet. She could use the helmet, I think. But, yeah, I mean, the T-shirt gun was cute. I've never seen Brock do a submission, LOL. He just runs through people. Generally, and you got to go back to some of the other matches where I believe with Roman, Undertaker for sure, where he was locking on things like Kimuras and trying to mix it up that way. But generally, you're right, sir. He just destroys. Tegan is someone who could return at Clash. Yeah, if she's stuck over there. Do you think there's people like Tony Storm who's like, shit, that too soon? I missed thinking helmet. Tegan Knox has been trying to get her green card or visa for the past 8 months. Hey, well, I'm sure we can 90-day this up and get her over here. Come on, folks. Come on now. Check out the article on Wrestling Observer about Tegan Knox. Will do. Oh, yeah, he popped Roman Reigns' arm at WrestleMania. Brock finishes subs, is in the Kimura and the Brock Lesnar. Brock? What, Nick? Well, how good was your break? What? Brock?
No, you don't remember the Brock block?
Is the Kimura and the Brock? Yeah, okay, yeah. Just the way I read the sentence, I was like, what is he saying? Pop.
See, that's why I had to come back and explain myself.
That's good. Welcome back.
Right. Like Shotzi, I am back.
Oh, shit. Yo. Is she supposed to land on the back of her head like that? Whew. We're going to commercial.
Oh, I got something to look for. Oh.
Is she supposed to hit the back of her head like that? That was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks, we're in a commercial break. We are rolling through. We have a little bit of time left. What is the main event? Is it the face-to-face between Roman and
face-to-face, because I bet you we get God damn. Liz, boo-boo, just it took all the bumps on her head. Everything.
Man, there's a lot of good stuff coming out lately. It's like,
right. That's why, we're about to kick off the fall season and everything. Everything's heating up. We're into the dog days of summer, and I got a dog right here beside me, and I got a dog sitting there, on the sidelines right now, Mr. CJ Brand.
Wolf. But yeah, folks, if you guys haven't tuned in here before, we do this for all the shows and we do this for all the companies. We cover more than anybody else does live, bar none. There's not even a close second. We are miles ahead as far as how much we cover. Not that other people aren't doing it. Kudos to them. Nothing but love to the community. But we are nonstop. Except this weekend, we're taking a stop. I don't give a shit. It just
it takes a village to raise
That's it. It's been 6 months.
At the same time, we are kind of the madmans of wrestling.
We are the Iron Man.
I've called you the Superman of streaming.
Superman is streaming. I don't know. I'll take Iron Man. But yes, folks, if you haven't been here before, that is Big Nick. I'm KJ White. Our boy CJ's out there somewhere. And we're all having a wild Friday night. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I hope your week was happy, healthy, and safe. We got another one in the books. We have the weekend ahead of us. And then we are running into crazy times in wrestling. We'll be back for Monday Night Raw, full live stream, watch along. Then we're going in through the whole week. And I know let's get what chance. But next week for the podcast, I believe we're going to have a special guest. So tune in for announcements about that.
What?
We got a doubleheader Friday as always. Never know when it's going to be a triple header.
What?
Then we have NWA 74 coming up on the horizon. We also have All Out.
What?
Then we have Clash at the Castle.
What?
And we have When Worlds Collide. Lots of content, lots of action, lots of exciting things coming the way of this channel right now. And we're working on a whole bunch of things behind the scenes. So stay tuned. Lots of fun stuff coming your way, and we might have some surprises up our sleeve ourselves.
We just keep getting better, folks. We're just evolving every step of the way. Big things popping, little things stopping around here.
Clinton, welcome back to the show. Welcome. And again, another channel that we really do try and click on every single comment. Even if I don't like the comment, I click on it. Bro called me clickbait. Tough shit. So Sheamus and Gunther at Clash with the tease of Pete Dunne returning at Clash kind of makes me wonder. Let's go.
I think that's, I guess, if you want to count that as a return, Pete Dunne coming back.
That is a return.
It's a return out of a fugue state. That's what it is. That's the Manchurian candidate when it comes to wrestling is Butch. He needs to wake up and realize that he's Pete Dunne. And honestly, if they had somehow a triple threat between him, Sheamus, and Pete and Walter, I absolutely sign me up for that.
Right. I got Usman, Damien.
Oh yeah, Usman is a generational talent, and I get Edwards is very much, he's got his heart and soul into everything. Usman's on a different level.
Yeah, Usman's a killer. He really is. I got Usman all the way. Who's better wrestler, Mandy Rose or Liv Morgan?
Ooh, that's a good question, especially right now. That's a good comparable. Mandy. That sounded weird. Sorry.
I don't love Liv's finisher.
I don't love how I like into that.
Better wrestler, Mandy.
Yes.
I don't know.
Folks, who do you have for this match, Liv or Shotzi?
I know who I have, Liv, because she won.
Well, screw you and your
we found Canadian powers. Yes! Put that grind in, guys. Hope for success in you guys' future. Great content and knowledge of wrestling juice. We appreciate it. We got nothing but love, and thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to our ramblings and our wrestling know what. So, yeah, wrestling know what.
Yeah. Rolodex of wrestling. I'm going to just say #blessed. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's nothing but a good time. So.
Oh, and Shayna with the Triple H look with the denim on leather coming out and just laying waste to Liv Morgan.
Yo, according to YouTube, we are officially at 600.
Hey, let's go. Hey, and before even SmackDown went off, let's go.
Right. There you go. Been
here before. Thanks, bots.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, we're rolling along. That's awesome. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of that journey.
Just sailed like the hell past like 5 and everything. Just sailed right into 600. Just damn.
Well, this Wednesday is 24 weeks. So by my math, I believe that's 6 months. So
still just damn.
6 months, so half a year. We just getting rolling, guys.
Hottest in the
100
game.
100 subs per month. Clinton, also not sure if you guys heard, but Speedball Mike Bailey took on Jacob Fatu at an indie show tonight, and it garnered a lot of attention. I have to check it out.
I think anything with those two would. I mean,
yeah,
I've been a big fan of Jacob Fatu for the longest time. I'm waiting to see him get snatched up by AEW or WWE, preferably WWE. But those are the guys that have me keeping an eye on MLW, like him, Hammerstone. That's the thing, is that's why we love being here covering anything and everything. I know some people try and say, oh, we're a mark for that company or a mark for that company. But we cover literally anything and everything just because we love professional wrestling. Like guys all the way from right there, Speedball Mike Bailey and Jacob Fatu are on Impact and GCW and MLW and everything, to Roman Reigns and WWE, to MJF and AEW.
No, we cover it all. We love doing it. I mean, we get everything from the stupid shit to the hardcore bloody massacres and then everything else in between. And we just love talking about it. So if you have anybody you know that likes to talk about wrestling, or have anybody you know that likes to just hear about wrestling, send them our way. We do it all. And nothing better than having the fans join in on all this. And we're getting Sheamus. Ooh, what was that face?
The hourglass that's in Sheamus's what looks like a prison cell of a locker room, but there's the hourglass sitting there. So Kross, like I said, sending out the message to Drew saying TikTok.
Interesting. Why is the clock in Sheamus's room?
Or not Sheamus, Drew.
Oh, and Drew. That makes more sense. I missed it, but I was like, Sheamus.
Did I really
Karrion just fucking everybody up, is he? Liv won, attacked by Shayna. The real question is, who's sexier? Oh, shit.
That's for personal opinion.
That's personal preference. They're both beautiful women. Liv. Generic wrestler 1 beat generic wrestler 2. Yeah, okay. Amen. I kind of feel that way.
I think Boss just likes us. I don't think he actually likes wrestling. I think he just likes us.
I'm okay with that. I'm completely
fine with that. If you just like us, absolutely. But I mean, we do cover wrestling.
We do. Okada won the G1 2 years running. Man, I really wanted Ospreay to win. Yeah, but Okada's
I'm surprised by that result. But then again, Okada, they're still somehow they can't get off the Okada teat, and they just still keep trying to push this man nonstop. Like it's almost that level of lull. Okada wins.
KO versus Bobby Lashley. Any chance that he wins?
Oh yeah.
KO Bobby Lashley Monday night in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Whew. KO for the win. I like it.
Well, you have to take your doppelganger. It's just, it's necessary.
It seems reasonable.
Just a little bit.
The old Shayna is back. Yes, the old Shayna is very much back. Does this mean Gunther's going to put on another 80 pounds?
He's just going to get back all that weight that he lost? No, I think we'll just get actually like a black, trench coat instead of the bright, super, painful on the eyes red.
Yo, that man's gigantic as it is, and they give him those big ass shoulder pads. He look ridiculous.
Well, I just don't get why so much red. Like it's just
it's
aggressive.
Mandy with blonde hair or brunette. You can tell that 90% of the people that tune into this is male.
Right, just a little bit.
I like brunette Brandy. Brandy. Oh my God. Mandy.
I think all women are beautiful.
Oh God, here's the boar. Now we'll see what's up, boss. It's gonna be
the gore.
But there's a lot of time on the clock, dude. Like, I mean, I'm surprised.
But I think, like I said, we're gonna get crossing over. I think we're gonna get get stuff happening.
And we're also getting Edge versus Damian Priest on Monday in his hometown.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Damian, but
yeah, Damian taking the L on this one.
Romance novel Undertaker is losing that match.
It's pissing me off that they're calling him the Rated R Superstar and shit. And I know you called that, and it's fucking dumb though. I hate it.
I never said it was going to be good. I just said what was going to happen.
Well, fuck. I almost blame you for putting it out there. Ronda. Oh, look, Ronda was released from ROR.
Oh, she made bail.
She made bail. Face to face up next. Sheamus, what? He. SmackDown next week from Detroit. We got Toxic Attraction versus the Smilers. The Bright Whites.
Could you imagine? That's going to be their goddamn nickname.
It's got to be the Smilers. It's ridiculous.
Smiley.
The Smiles Club.
Oh, shit. I didn't actually see that Trish was advertised for Raw.
Yes.
Okay, I just got that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she did a couple dark matches, so my guess is she
hasn't heard any of this. You're just tapped in, you're tapped in like a maple tree to the Canadian wrestling news.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Thumbs up. Wow. I tried to skip it. I didn't know it was there. Gunther is just getting started. That man is a freak of nature. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to have that IC belt for a minute. So,
oh yeah,
Kross will appear. That seems about right. By the way, rest in peace to NXT 2.0 and NXT UK, and welcome NXT Europe.
Another thing that we predicted before it actually happened is NXT UK going the way of
we did. Dinosaurs. Yes, we were on the pulse of that one too, Nick.
Oh yeah, well, just a little bit. See, this is why you got to tune in, folks, because we're ahead of, Meltzer. All these, the dirt sheets and everything seem to be copying us somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm. NXT 2.0 is not gone yet. Hold on. Hang tight.
Well, NXT 2.0 isn't gone, and it's NXT UK.
But I think there's major changes coming to NXT 2.0.
Oh, it's going to just be NXT.
It'll be very interesting how we do this. NXT 3.0. I'm excited to see what happens. Moist. Why did
the worst word in the English language?
Why did we throw that out there? What is moist?
I don't want to know.
I hope Triple H can do something with Robert Roode. Darmacus, you're my kind of person.
I could see him going to NXT and facing Braun.
But he's old as shit. Why is he going down to the Kid Club?
Why did Ziggler go down there? Because they don't have anything. I get that they could try and do something with him, but I feel like everybody still wants just Glorious, and Glorious isn't going to work in, you can't do that right now. He's gone too far away from that.
Why can't you do that right now? You don't think
to bring it back?
Actually, they should have brought it back in fucking Montreal. He's fucking Canadian. If that music hit right now, the place would come unglued. The fans would
watch it happen on Raw. Watch it happen on Raw. Say what if we get a whole Canadian stable? We get Sami, we get Bobby, we get KO.
Right. I had a brother that every time you got in his fucking ride, that fucking Glorious would come on for weeks. Roman 5-minute entrance. That's true. That's eating up some of the clock here. That's for sure. Snooze fest.
Well, still, he's over his rover because even all the crowd signs are, Montreal acknowledge him, acknowledge me. It's my birthday.
Yeah, they're cheering him.
Oh yeah, he's somehow become the biggest babyface in the company. They just had to make him an asshole.
You had to stop shoving him down our throat, and he organically got over.
Yeah,
because people appreciate what he's doing. By the way, Roman with nobody. Paul's out. The Usos are out. If you don't know,
the Usos can't
get the Canadian border.
Interesting, because like I said, we're very clear that Kross is going to get involved.
Yeah,
but I forgot about the whole Roman has no entourage. Paul's still reeling from the F5 as I'm getting a replay for that, and the Usos can't get across the border. So the only man that he's got with him is Sami.
Us hard ass Canucks not letting the Usos into Canada.
Well, they might have gotten in trouble a time or two, so. That might be part
accurate, Chris. Welcome back, Omega.
Half of Omega. He's still downloading.
He's all right. He's still downloading. Oops. Yeah, he's not quite there yet. But
you're right. We didn't fully download the create a character there.
I think this is where I don't want to get into this until Rampage, but this is where the close bond between Tony and the EVPs hurt your business, in my humble opinion. I think you underwhelmed us with Kenny's return.
A little bit. That's the thing, though, is that was still probably one of the best rated Dynamites that they've had. It was one of the best streams that we've had for Dynamite on the channel and everything. And we all knew for a fact that it was going to be Omega and no one but Omega. Yeah, he came out half injured and everything. Still came back rushed.
That was an intense shirt.
What shirt?
Kenny's was all rolling.
Oh, yeah, the compression sleeve, like he's out there, at football practice and everything. But yeah, no, but still, everyone was paying attention.
Listen to the crowd.
They knew it was Omega, so you can tell that he's a needle mover when it comes to them.
Now they're giving us the Olay chant. Montreal! And the crowd goes nuts. It's fucked. They love that. See? And this is what I keep saying. And people say, well, KJ, you're looking too far back in the past. But when you have a good fucking play along with the fans, it is everything. That's
what Roman's good at that stuff now. It's amazing.
Right? Even heel Roman started doing the acknowledge me, and fans were like, oh shit, he's asking us a question. So
we get to talk. We get to talk. Yeah. This is our part.
Pat McAfee does it in spades.
Right. All this man just said right now for me is Montreal, and the crowd came unglued.
Roman.
You know how to get the cheap pop. That's how you throw in the town name.
I'm not here every week anymore. No shit.
This man, though, is the alpha, and I guess because we were just talking about him, the Omega of professional wrestling right now. This is the guy when it comes to professional wrestling. I get Omega is the best belt machine. I get Okada's amazing. I get Ospreay's fantastic. I get MJF's the most over guy in AEW. But Roman is, when you check off all the boxes, Roman Reigns is that guy.
Listen, he is in such a fucking groove out there solo. And to Victor's point, it's been a hot minute. It's been a couple years.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I like his swagger. I like his attitude. I like how he delivers his promo. It's natural. It's comfortable. The man's bringing the heat. Love him or hate him, he's bringing it.
This feels like him turned up to 11 is really what it is. And that's the best time when you're trying to get a character or trying to be a gimmick. it's just you turned up to 11. That's what Austin said he was. That's what Rock said he was. So yeah.
Oh, fresh news. I'm getting to you in a moment, sir. Damn, that would be actually lit. I agree. Victor, it's been a long time. It's been a minute. HBK is now vice president of creative and will be running NXT. Yes! You better never do a rounds match again. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so far he's kind of stumbling out of the blocks, though.
Here comes Drew. TikTok. What the fuck? Fresh news 247. If you're Triple H, would you hire Vince Russo? I'd be more likely.
Not a snowball's chance in hell.
I'd be more likely to tack my pecker to a fucking railroad track. There is no way I'm making that decision anytime soon. Vince Russo, again, if anybody has followed me or this channel, I don't even like when the man speaks. Period. Don't speak. I don't want to hear him say anything. I don't want to hear him order lunch.
Yeah, this man's
fucking head hurt.
This man's crippled 2 professional wrestling companies. He doesn't need to be involved in a third. Well, go back to being involved.
His damage ends up being irreparable because he gets involved. Like, I mean, listen, at the time it was fun and games, but I mean, that's kind of why we got some of the nonsensical wrestling we have now, is because everyone thinks the hot shot and Russo was doing his way to do it, and it's not.
Yeah, that's the thing, is Vince Russo's a black mark that's yet to be removed from professional wrestling still to this day. Like you said, his reach and that infection has spread and just won't go away.
Listen, he played a role. I'm not going to take, like, man, I can't knock someone else's hustle. That man who was fucking sounds dumb as shit when he speaks, talked people into giving him a job. He's been more successful at getting a job at the WWE than I have. So congratulations for that. And Insulated, he did all right. I mean, when he had it, but ever since then, he's a blowhard. He's full of shit, and I think everybody sees through it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I was just gonna say, Drew McIntyre coming out here looking like a jobber though, because he doesn't have his shirt or anything or no shirt. He's just got one of the SmackDown shirts.
Right. Give me one.
Like, he just had to grab that off the merch stand. Like, shit.
That's how you know he's a babyface. He's repping the company.
Oh yeah.
Trying to remind everybody, stop cheering for that guy.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
We'll get back to the chat in a second. But Drew and Roman are face-to-face, cutting a little promo on each other. I like this Drew.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've gotten past the sword, the toy accessories and everything, and the corny, like, dad jokey type stuff. So now he's just back to being the badass.
And listen, man, there's no doubt to me that Drew McIntyre could be in movies.
Oh, well, I just like that.
Drew McIntyre in the remake of Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Kevin Dunn is the new Vince Russo. Kinda.
He's Kevin Dunn is the Vince Russo of production.
Kevin Dunn is now the Kevin Dunn of production.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is Kevin Dunn's there.
Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck?
What? Oh, I've got both men just throwing down right now.
Folks, did you see that shit? I didn't even know he was there.
Oh, big suplex.
Bro, what?
What?
Oh, Claymore out of no. Whoa, fuck. Montreal doesn't know what to do because they kind of like Drew too.
Oh, what the hell?
Sammy coming out Roman for a minute.
Or the Claymore, Jesus.
Sammy from nowhere pushes Roman out of the way. Now, I'm a little surprised he failed anyway.
But see, well, the thing is, to me, is this is going to endear Sammy to Roman because he was the only one that was there. He's the one who ate the Claymore and everything. This is where you're going to get that, like, the Usos have an issue with Sammy, but Roman's tight with Sammy. You watch.
Needle mover. AEW just reached 950K views this week with their 3 biggest names on the promotion, but they couldn't hit 1 million viewers. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Fresh news. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, buddy.
But that's still, they were closer to $1 million than they have been, and it's still a company that's 3 years in versus 60 plus years.
No, I get that. But I mean, if you're going to talk the shit that guys like Kenny Omega talk, you should hit a middle, right? Kenny Omega coming back, and everybody knew it was Kenny Omega coming back, and they all but told us it was Kenny Omega coming back. Why not 1.2? Why not 1.1? Why not something if you're that big of a deal? But you're not.
Right.
There you go. Another dead end match for Roman Reigns. Bro, what? I'm looking forward to this match. Oh, Roman vibe is like The Rock. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's just he comes off great as that, like, arrogant, like, super athlete.
That's it. Now, folks, we are going to head into AEW Rampage as we are done with SmackDown here tonight. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. The show is not over. We're going to hit you with a little bit of promo so I can switch up some of these details. And, yeah, folks, we're just getting started. So thank you for being here. Enjoy the next hour. We got Rampage on tap, and we're about to roll. Friday's not done yet. Let's go. Honestly, sometimes I want to repeat that shit. But yeah, no, welcome back, folks. We are ready to go for Rampage. I'm just switching over to my actual stream so I can get to it. But yes, folks, let us know in the chat if you're new here. Every time we finish a show, we take a rating out of 10. What do you got? What do you feel? What do you think? Nick, how was SmackDown for you tonight?
Oh, it was a hell of a show, but I'd say a 7.57 is about where I land on it. It was good, not overly great, nothing that blew me out of the water, but a very solid SmackDown. Kind of just, I like that that's kind of becoming the standard bearer for the cerebral era of WWE.
The cerebral era of WWE. I like it. What is on Rampage tonight? I don't even fucking know. I'm just kidding. No, I'm seriously.
I can't remember a single match.
We stuck at this. Dale, Victor, someone fill us in.
Right.
I'm busy. I'm trying to get my shit.
Right. Going. We got 18 million things going on.
No Cross. What the fuck? Yeah, a little bit interesting. This is where my boy Nick is up to being what's good, bro? Roman vibes like The Rock. I like it. I have no idea what that was.
What were you saying about me?
What did I say about you?
The
fact that you've been kind of, yeah, of course. You don't miss the chance to tell everyone you're right. No, for me, you've been kind of on par with this whole how it's going to play out. If you're sitting cross back now, you are dragging this out, and obviously we're going to get something at Clash where I think Roman retains thanks to Karrion Kross, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I'm not saying an insider, but I might be an insider. Not saying I'm an insider.
Right.
But yeah, well, I'm surprised that he didn't at least come out involved. But I do like that. Like I said, that we're getting those little teases of him being involved with Drew. And we still, of course, because it's right afterwards, we've still got Steamboat at ringside. So, folks, if you're watching us now covering Rampage, this is the carryover from the
House of the Dragon,
House of Fire, the Game of Thrones prequel tie-in, Dynamite.
The House of Fire?
Who's it what?
I don't know. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
What are you giving SmackDown?
What do I give SmackDown? Shit. SmackDown was good, man. I enjoyed SmackDown tonight. I'll give it a solid 8.
Okay.
Screw it.
I can see that.
It's Friday. I'm feeling good. And overall, I mean, I didn't really I mean, even some of the down stuff wasn't that down. Like, I mean, the women's tag match was decent. That fatal 5-way, I guess, the 5-way was all right. Good action, good pace. They're building up Roman and Drew. Yeah, I mean, shit. I think if I start throwing 6s out, I'm going to be a bit of a hater at this point. So,
well, I think it might have been even Victor said said earlier that SmackDown is kind of the show that should be 3 hours if we're going to do this way, and Raw's the show that should be 2 hours. Like SmackDown's very much kind of become the A show out of WWE.
Yeah, I feel like it's been like that for a while. I got Claudio in the ring, by the way, talking.
Yes, with you, I have Claudio with a promo, very much shouting out Steamboat, and now we've got Dustin coming out. So yeah, wasn't it?
Yes.
Next week we're getting Dustin versus Claudio for the Ring of Honor World Title. Yes. Which I'm here for that. I like that it's gonna have an old school vibe.
All right, fresh news is killing me. So where was there was another comment there? I didn't want to. Who was it? My boy, Floyd, bro. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame one day. Russo has gone on the record of saying that if he got tapped for the Hall of Fame, he would decline, and so has Cornette, to be honest. So that's kind of funny. Now, them being in the same class would make me very happy.
You better have an ambulance on standby.
It'd be funny as shit. I mean, and again, I don't know. Cornette doesn't strike me as a guy who kicks some ass. So it's always funny.
But I think that'll be the end of the world right there of those two forces in the same area at the same time getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Like that screams like universe imploding in on itself moment to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact if they ever announced Russo going, I think Cornette would shit a cat to begin with. So,
the wrestling internet world would be on fire.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he gets in just because he's so controversial, and there is debate on what he actually fucking contributed. And I will say this, and I have said this several times about Vince Russo. If you ever go to work for a company and you are so bad that there's still to this day rumors that you were an actual plant for the original company you worked for, you're fucking bad. Like straight up.
When one company loses a TV deal because they were hiding that you were working for them.
Oh shit, that happened too.
Right. Yeah. Your track record ain't good, homie.
Right. 7 out of 10. Russo and Cornette, class 25 got that one. But yeah, that's funny as shit. Better than last week's SmackDown. Yes, it was. Sorry, folks, we're trying to catch up real quick here. Who wins the Trustbusters and Best Friends on Rampage? I got the Trustbusters.
Oh.
And remember, it's
I'll take the Best Friends just for the sake of difference, but I also think that I don't.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't know what to make of the Trustbusters. I don't get it.
I bailed on my own opinion. Because it's a tournament match, I think the Best Friends will get a rub here. Plus, they love the Best Friends and the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy's they're the mascots. They're Scooby-Doo in the gang.
8.5 from Damien. There you go. 8.5 from Victor. 7 from what did you say?
I said 7.5. So see, we're kind of all right in that same little pocket a little bit. Yeah.
I got Ortiz and Ruby.
Yeah.
When are we getting intergender belts? Tag belts.
No time soon.
KJ and Nick. I think Gallup shows up on Clash and helps Drew. Gallus.
Oh, Gallus. Yeah, I think me and CJ talked about that a little bit of Gallus can work well on its own. I don't know if you want to pair them with Drew. Drew, I think almost has to be the solo guy, but we'll see.
Do you think they'll transit?
Hey, we're getting Private Party coming out right now.
Sorry. Ortiz caught me off guard there with his 1985 promo. That was intense. He'd been taking.
I like that might be a little mini faction of Ortiz, Eddie, and Ruby.
And correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since Private Party's done this entrance.
Oh yeah, because they've been part of under Matt Hardy. They've been under Andrade. Yeah.
This is good news for Private Party. And if anybody was a fan of Private Party when AEW first kicked off, I mean, those guys haven't really had their fair shake here in 3 years.
No, but I think we're going to start getting that now because we're getting them versus Swerve and Our Glory.
There you go, but they're going to lose. So,
well, it's still going to be a hell of a match, I think.
Victor, take it easy. Thank you for being here as always. Now, what are we going to do? No one's here to remind us to cut a promo.
I guess we'll just have to be, remember ourselves.
Right. Some love for Victor. Joey, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us tonight. Boss Monsters, giving some love to Victor. Chris with his 10s. I honestly, I want to be Chris for a week because he gives 10s to all the shows. I want to be that happy and content.
That's all he needs to see is Bailey, and the man's instantly 10.
Right, 10. We touched on that a little bit. 9 out of 9, says Mary. So she's not going 10.
That's an interesting way to put that.
Right. She missed the first segment, so she's trying to be fair. Everyone stay safe. Thank you, Victor. Thank you.
You yourself.
7.5, right on par.
Right.
10 out of 10. Actually, Juice has a good point here. He gives it a 6. The hit row thing was probably the worst part of the show, to be honest. Honest.
Debatable, but that's still like, that's why, like I said, like a 7.5. I think I gave last week's like an 8. So
they come out and get in a weird little scuffle with and yeah, no, I have no time for it, to be 100% honest with you.
A little bit.
Jason says 7. Edward says 8. Tag title matches tonight. That's right.
That's what we got up right now, folks. Who do you have winning this? Private Party or Swerve in Our Glory? And why is it Swerve in Our Glory?
7 out of 10. Waiting for the next set of stories to click in after Clash of the Castle. Yeah, I'm curious to see what to me, that would be the kind of the deadline for Triple H's regime as far as
that's the refresh,
the cleansing, right?
Yeah.
Whatever happens after Clash, where we're not blaming Vince.
It's all on Hunter at that point.
Yes. Which I kind of expecting to go away. Maybe not.
I could see that. I just don't think that they're going to do any super hard shifts just yet.
Oh, fuck. Swerve in Our Glory, Private Party. 7 out of 10. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's time for Friday Night ROH on TNT. Oops, I mean Rampage. Should be rebranded ROH. I think it should be rebranded ROH, Jason, and it should start at 9 o'clock on Fridays.
I don't know about the 9 o'clock, but I think me and CJ have been in agreement on that for the longest time about Rampage just kind of needs to go and just make it corkscrew under the outside on Swerve. But yeah, it needs to be Ring of Honor. We still don't know what Tony's going to do with actual Ring of Honor. So why not give it an hour on Friday nights, have it follow up SmackDown, let it get that kind of audience that Rampage gets, and go from there.
Rhodes, 7 out of 10 from Anthony. Nick and KJ, I think my honest opinion, Gallus.
He was just correcting himself from earlier.
Oh, that's right. I'm still seeing this, and I think Kaylee Ray and Gallus are not going to win championships on NXT. They are going called up and pair up with the tweaks that Triple H did with his character. I lost that somewhere a little bit, Anthony. Do keep in mind, we have Worlds Collide that weekend. So it's not like we do need some of these. Gallus will be involved in Worlds Collide. Saw
they're already going after the UK title, the tag titles.
Right. So it's not automatic that we're going to see a big shift in all these UK talent moving up to the main roster. There is going to be some of them staying put in NXT.
Right.
And some of them have to go back to Europe and wrestle.
Well, depending on, they have no place to go now.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got NXT
Europe gone.
I heard that, KJ. I'm getting dressed for work, so cut the shit. I don't even know what I said.
Now who's going to remind us to cut a promo?
Keith Lee is too damn big. Too big for what?
He's a big beefy boy.
He's a baby boy. Who wins Penelope Ford versus Athena?
Athena, easy.
Yeah. Commercial break. Who wins Private Party or Street Profits? Profits. Private Party unfortunately feels like the budget.
Discount Profits.
Yeah, discount.
Yeah, a little bit.
I've been saying it. What? Yeah, no, it helps. I've been saying it for years. I've been seeing the last few weeks. I think it's time for WWE to bring back Enzo Amore. Good idea. Team up with Roman. Whoa. We were with you.
You had me, and then you lost me.
you lost me at Roman.
Yeah, you had, like, we've talked about it multiple times on the channel and everything about if WWE brings back W. Morrissey, Big Cass, however you want to put it, and if they can pull Enzo away from MLW, that would be a big get for them. That's that crowd interaction again. That's that whole you know, it gets that it would get a huge pop. It's that crowd interaction. It would be a huge return. But I don't ever see them putting Enzo with Roman. You already have a mouthpiece with Roman and Heyman. And honestly, I think Roman's kind of getting to the point where he doesn't really need a mouthpiece like that. I think it's just Heyman helps legitimize Roman's kind of heel turn, and he fills in when, you know, he adds to it. He doesn't carry Roman. Yep, it's past time for Enzo Amore to go to WWE. Yeah, to be with Roman. No. Swerving on Glory for the win. Yes, that's who I think. That's who KJ thinks. Anybody else? Let us know your predictions here. I think Swerving on Glory, they just won the belts not too long ago. I know that they're kind of doing like the whole Shaq and Kobe, how will they coexist, you know, bit with them. But I think that they're a great tag team right now to have in AEW. They're very much a feather in the cap for that company. I know they'd be great as singles competitors, but right now not everybody can be competing for the title. And they having them in the tag division with teams like FTR, amazing. Like, I'm waiting for the FTR versus Swerve in our Glory match for the belts. And Swerve with the big win. So pretty easy, pretty decisive win right there for Swerve in our Glory. So like I said, I know we've talked about on the channel before of that it seemed very much like the Bucks chose to rather lose the belts to Swerve in our Glory than have to do the job to FTR, one reason or another. But they're very much establishing themselves as one of, if not the tag team in AEW. And Keith Lee dapping everybody up. So maybe we get kind of a halfway alliance between all four of these guys. I only say that just because AEW seems to very much like its factions. That's fair. I was just thinking it would be a quick way to get him over again, but he could do anything at this point, just not the Miz. Yeah, I feel like that's a problem even with Ciampa being paired up with the Miz. We've heard all this talk about Gargano coming back, but they've got Ciampa stuck with the Miz somehow, some way. And I right now have Hobbs breaking up the poker game backstage with the Nightmare Factory. Am I the only one that thinks that Hobbs is way above dealing with QT Marshall and Nick Camarado and everybody else on the job squad of AEW? That Hobbs, we should get Hobbs versus Starks at All Out, and that should have some sort of stipulation, not trying to get Hobbs into a feud with QT Marshall or potentially joining them, heaven forbid. Do you think Corey Graves will get back in the ring? It's been speculated, it's been rumored. I know that he's quote unquote off the no contact list that they have going around WWE. So there's potential that he could have some in-ring action, but the story would really have to call for it. And I have the reality. Christ, I already forgot his name and I just saw it. Come on. Yeah. So what do you think that are they already kind of ruining Hobbs of having him involved with the Nightmare Factory, that the pretty much the job squad of AEW, that it's fun to watch Hobbs destroy things. Yes, well, he is a big, powerful human being. But I think, like I said, give me him versus Starks at All Out. That's coming up in 2 weeks. Make it you could put, some sort of stipulation with it. Doesn't have to be too crazy, but I think they'd put on a hell of a match. And we've got Hook coming out right now, talking about members of Team Taz. So, yes, Hook, the FTW champion right now, is coming out. I believe it is Zach Collins, I want to say, that he's facing. But let me know your thoughts, folks. Who do you think wins, Best Friends or Trustbusters, Nick? Like I said, I feel like it's still going to be the Best Friends. I don't know exactly what to make of the Trustbusters. It feels very much like Tony just took a creator roster and just put it on shuffle mode. You've got Sonny Kiss, Sanjay Dutt, or no, Ari Davari, and Parker Bordeaux, and I can't even remember the other guy's name. It's just, oh god, they have a Send Hook Kingdom Hearts side, but yeah, it's very much with the Trustbusters. It makes no sense to me. It's just a group that seems very much absolutely thrown together. But so now we're getting Hook defending the FTW title,
and I am back.
Yeah,
just in time for some Hook, but my shit didn't want to cooperate until I yelled at it, so couldn't do that while I was on stream.
But don't worry, you're not missing much because we've already got Hook getting the Kata Hajime in, and the match is already over, folks. So
yeah, see, now you're ahead of me. I love it.
You missed it.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all. Edward, I want to see WWE bring back Ryback so we can receive 3 recipes from Goldberg, Brock, and Roman. 3 receipts. I don't want to see Ryback back at all, ever. I mean, I always joke that his own fans voted that he retire, and then he had to change that survey. Yeah, no, Ryback is shit. He sucks. He's not a good person. He ain't coming back anytime soon. He spewed nothing but venom and fucking just complete insecure bullshit since he's been out of that company. Hook won. Tap out, pass out. That's it. Hook's not messing around. .0 is on screen, and yeah, no. All right, so I guess 2.0 is coming after the FTW Championship, but yeah, no, we're getting a very deep. Natty's dad is going to be upset somewhere because that's all this is a copy of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. There's too many factions in AEW. There's too many factions without direction, point, or that's the best. Coke and Diet Coke. Yes. I do like calling them Coke and Diet Coke, and that's 100% what we got here tonight. And our buddy Coke, by the way, is the one I'm referring to. Jim the Anvil all the way. That's all that is. The aneurysms, the hands, all of it. I hate Ryback. You're in a very big club, Edward. So, yes, no, I do appreciate you wanting him to get the receipts. I'd rather him get the receipts off a bus by getting hit by it. Tap out or pass out. We already clicked that one. Let us know in the fucking... Let us know in the chat, folks. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there for a second. But, yes, let us know in the chat. What do you guys think about Rampage so far? Who do you got coming up in the next match for the win? Hook made quick work of... whoever the hell that was. Was that 2 stacks? Coke 0. Nice. Coke and I didn't get any. What is this? Oh, Rick and Morty. Now, folks, that being said, we are in a commercial for Rampage, so I will take a moment to remind everybody of a couple things. One, you can go to SeatGeek.com right now. Use the code Wrasslin. That's right, like Wrasslin in our name. And you will save $20 on your first purchase with SeatGeek. So go pick an event, go pick a concert, go pick wrestling, preferably. It doesn't really matter. But you go to SeatGeek.com, use the promo code Wrasslin, get $20 off your first purchase as well. Go to all wrestling tees, check them out, check their whole catalog out, but especially the Wrestling for Life edition pro wrestlers beat up sports entertainers t-shirt. We've been having a lot of fun working with all wrestling tees, so go give him some love, check out their product, and yeah, then go to SeatGeek, take that $20, use it on your t-shirt, you're good to go. But that's a great way for you guys to save a few bucks. So check that out. Use the use the code Wrasslin, and Now we're rolling through. We're about halfway there, almost halfway there on Rampage. And so far, pretty quick, pretty simple, pretty easy. Not exactly blowing the doors off anybody here. So Hook with the easy win. To be honest, Swerve and Lee got an easy win as well. I'm a Mountain Dew man. Who needs Coke when you got Mountain Dew? Dew is all right. There you go. Pepsi. And only Pepsi. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to go with the Coke and Coke Zero or Coke and Diet Coke just because you kind of, it's not a Pepsi thing. It's not a Pepsi thing. Famous Code Red. There you go. Is Mountain Dew still doing the, I mean, I know it's different in the States, so y'all got like 7 different types of Mountain Dew, don't you? Code Red is the best soda. There you go. Cheers. Hook versus MJF at All Out. No. Sorry, Fresh News. I don't think it's going to happen. I truly do believe that MJF is now at the upper echelon, the top of this division. Oh, we got Billy Gunn. There you go. Are we going to get the New Age Outlaws versus the Ass Boys? You know, Rampage is a barn burner when the last 7 comments were all about what beverages people like. All right. Everyone loves the Acclaimed. They're over, folks. Anyone else out there a fan of the Acclaimed? They've aligned with Billy Gunn. Of course, the Ass Boys have joined Bibbins, Stokely Hathaway. Now we're getting a repeat. We're getting a standby matchup. Buddy Matthews. Hook is still too green. Yeah, they're minimizing Hook, and that's why having the FTW champion is not a big deal. Championship is not a big deal, right? He's not hanging around with one of your actual main show titles. It's kind of his dad's title, so it's not the end of the world. You do protect him being green that way. And again, he's got these very short matches. He's over with the crowd. But we got Buddy Matthews coming to the ring with Julia Hart. According to Excalibur, due to the fast nature of the last match, this is a filler match. I'm a big fan of the Acclaimed. Dale, I knew you would be, buddy. The Acclaimed have done well. They've got themselves over. They're energized. Again, another group that have some type of interaction with the crowd. The Acclaimed do not do it for me. Another made-up hype that Tony believes. I don't know. I kind of like what they've done. I think they do well in WWE. 2 athletic guys can talk. They have a shtick. I don't think it's terrible. Oh my God. Buddy Lee just shotgun drop kick Dragon Lee, or Serpentico, sorry. Fuck, Serpentico's still in AEW. I forgot all about Serpentico. Is Luther still in AEW? Buddy Matthews just not messing around at all tonight, folks. Buddy is a monster. Buddy, listen, I give Buddy all the credit in the world. A lot of guys don't have the resolve that Buddy had. And we saw Buddy in NXT floundering, stuck in that tag team. It wasn't going anywhere. It got stale. Buddy went away. Buddy revamped himself, reinvented himself, came back unbelievable, and he was one of the best parts of 205. If they had done it right and used 205 properly, Buddy would still be there. Oh, shit, what a finisher. It's over. Another fast match. Buddy for the win. Squash. Mitch, thank you. Yes, we're at 6:01, and we appreciate all the love, and we appreciate everyone else who's joined our family. We're just growing by the minute, so we do appreciate people like yourself, Mitch, who show some love, who've come out and given us props for it. And the Redeemer is here. Miro's out. Saw Buddy win the 205 title in Melbourne, Australia. Great match, awesome wrestler. He should be in top AEW card. Well, here comes Buddy. So we got an impromptu match. Yes, Miro is good. Do we get Lana to come out to address Julia Hart? Anybody feeling a Lana return? Remember, he said before, only one woman touches me. Miro is unloading, and he looks $1 million. Let's be real. No, and Buddy Matthews had some wicked matches. And the Buddy Matthews, I don't get how Vince and Bruce and Johnny Ace and guys like that, you saw those matches with Buddy and Malachi and didn't go, we should keep these guys and we should do something with them. They're really good. And they didn't. They just didn't care. They didn't see it. I don't know what it was. But I really do think the poor booking is hurting the House of Black, though. I'm pretty sure that Miro just knocked Buddy Matthews' teeth down his throat. Legit. Wow, big matcha kick. Yeah, the whole wall. I mean, it was bigger than that, Eddie. I mean, the fact that he, fine. I actually thought, and I know, I feel like I'm in the minority, but I actually thought that that whole shtick with Buddy and being the disciple for Seth wasn't bad. It was really messed up that it was involving the Mysterios and the daughter and blah, 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 blah. That's where it all went sideways. Seth as a savior wasn't terrible. He was arrogant. He was, it wasn't booked well. Really? That's an interesting comment. So Britt is calling out Thunderstorm. And she literally said, I can't think of a more toxic tag team in all of wrestling. Coincidence? Maybe. Interesting? Definitely. Britt has been very, very quiet as of late. We need a little more for Britt. Decapitation strike. How the fuck are we getting a Penelope Ford match? I will say this about Penelope Ford. A couple times she surprised me with what she can actually do in the ring. I just know most of her stupid shit and most of her bullshit. The Fallen Goddess. How do we feel about Amber Moon walking around with blades on her back? Shots fired. Interesting. Interesting. I love JR. JR is going to get in trouble for that one. JR says, I don't know how she got that Swiss Army knife on her back. Athena for the win. I don't think JR should have said that if you're trying to amp her up as being cool. Yeah, anybody picking Penelope? Can we just skip to the end here? Penelope. Is Kip Sapien still running around with the box on his head? Is he going to fight Pac? Is that happening? Is he in the company? Is he under contract? Has he been injured? What is up with Kip? Fact checkers, who out there knows the story of Kip Sabian? Because I have no fucking clue. Well, the crowd giving Amber some love. You can't go wrong with that. The main event is Best Friends versus the Trustbusters. Yes, it is. We still got some time before we get there, so we're creeping our way to the end, folks. Edward, I agree. Welcome back, sir. Edward's point, JR just doesn't care.
Oh, at this point, yeah, that man gives zero fucks.
It's the funniest shit, man. Oh, shit. Penelope up in the air.
Oh. Yeah, Penelope, definitely. And there's Kip.
Is Penelope straight? Oh, okay, no, she's not. I thought Penelope was in straight up a thong, like a bold statement, but it's pretty close after the first few moves.
She's definitely in.
They're actually showing Kip and acknowledging him.
And we are in picture, folks.
So they are hyping up Kip versus Pac. Is he injured? What did he fucking break? He's been out of action forever.
Yeah, he fell out of love with Tony. That's what it is.
He didn't fall out of love with Penelope. I hope not.
I think that might be a hard thing to do. But yeah, I think it's more of just Tony's not texting him back is what it is. You can say injured. I think that's an easy thing to say anytime someone's just not getting booked. But if there's a definition of being in catering, I guess it's being in the front row of AEW with a cardboard box on your head.
DeMarcus, I'll get it out. I apologize. DeMarcus, I completely see this as a possibility. The problem is contractual obligation. I don't know what William Regal signed for.
Well, and that's the thing that's why I think it was an interesting move. I'll say that from Tony to instantly, once Hunter's put in charge of WWE, that it's now, I have so-and-so under contract for that amount of time. I have so-and-so under contract for that time. Like, right. Well, if you weren't worried about them going to the competition, you wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to say that. You would say something like, we have a great product here and people love being on my company. It doesn't matter. Like, telling people that I'm contractually obligated to work for you for the next 5 years doesn't make you sound any better. Just means I'm fucking stuck. But again, it's that knee-jerk, insecure kind of response, right? That kind of kiddie response we get out of Tony and his EVPs too often.
A little bit.
You think Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford would work in WWE? Depends.
Yeah, they're called The Miz and Maurice.
All right. I like it.
Simple enough.
I like it. According to Wikipedia, Simon Kip Sabian is still active AEW wrestler. Thank you, Jason.
That or he's just their number one fan.
But he's been doing
a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
But he did the box on his head thing for weeks, and nobody was even talking about it.
Well, I think that's been his thing just throughout his career, is that kind of whole image. But it's been that nice, I guess, little Easter egg that's been there for anybody that's really been paying attention.
I guess, but I mean, it's funny. And I mean, I feel like this guy's been injured for fucking the better part of a half a decade.
Well, like I said, I think it's more of injured in the sense that, Tony might have canceled his cell phone plan. I think that's about it.
But yeah, so I guess the angle now is he's going towards Pac for a match now. I mean, what we know of Kip, him versus Pac should be all right.
Oh, yeah. I think he loses, but I think it'll be an all right match.
Oh, he's definitely going to lose if I was to guess.
Yeah.
Right? Why wouldn't
are we? I feel like we're gearing up, and I might just be dreaming this and trying to speak this into existence, but I feel like we're gearing up for Pac versus Ospreay.
Yep. I'm all for it. Let's go. But I think Ospreay goes over in that case.
Yeah. I think he's an untapped resource that AEW has.
Mm-hmm. Now, just quickly, I kind of just thumb through social media there for a quick second. Are you surprised with a bit of the groundswell of like, where fans were almost, I don't want to say eager, but like very quick to go, Yeah, Athena does the Eclipse, yes, and does it well.
Yes, and she picks up the 3.
Wow, she took Penelope like Penelope took that well.
Oh yeah. Oh, and here come the baddies.
Poor Penelope. You know Kip ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. Athena answered my question. You don't even have the body weight. Better off being with a lady. Side note. Athena answered my question. Yes, she did. In spades. She drilled that Eclipse.
Oh, it's still one of the best, interesting, impressive finishers in wrestling. Oh, and Cora Jade with the sledgehammer to the wings.
Not the Swiss Army knife. It's she licked the sledgehammer. Do you think it's funny that we're getting a sledgehammer? No, I'm just fucking with you.
I was gonna say
you're not allowed to use a sledgehammer in wrestling.
But I think that we've been building to Athena versus Jade Cargill.
Oh, fuck me. Some of this shit's dumb.
What?
Nice move by Athena. Jericho yells out, she made them herself. That doesn't add value. That adds less value.
See, I'm glad I didn't hear Jericho on commentary. I didn't even know he was on commentary, so I'm fine with missing that. Yeah.
They could really do without him on Fridays, but JR is my favorite.
They could really do without him, period.
JR is like the grumpy old guy, like the grandma in Wedding Crashers that just says
Hank
whatever.
Hill of commentary.
Right? He just says whatever he thinks. What are they gonna do? Fire me? Fuck it. I don't care.
Right.
Like I don't.
Conrad's been waiting to do a podcast with me.
Oh man, I'm sorry, JR. I can't listen to JR's podcast. I can't.
I feel like I always just hear Conrad with everybody.
I can't listen. Big shout out to Conrad. The man is doing a great job, and he's got a lot of people on lock. And I don't know how he weaved his way into that world, and I don't know his backstory.
Who does he know? We need to know some of them people.
Man, listen, my boy Conrad is just dull. When he cuts a promo, it cuts into like the, now get insurance. Like it is.
Now, folks, if you want Omaha steaks,
it's just slow. And it's,
Listen,
if I ever bump into that man, I'll shake his hand because he's doing a way better job at me than this. But he got a head start and I'm coming. But it's just boring. It's fucking bad. Like as a co-host for like even with Eric Bischoff, who Eric's doing his best to be Jim Cornette and he sucks at it. I'm just shitting on podcasts now for a while.
Nah. Fuck it.
Kevin Nash, I don't even know what the fuck he's up to.
I kind of dig Kevin Nash. I dig Kevin Nash. I dig Foley.
I like Bully. I like the boys doing it with Bully.
Okay. I didn't know Bully had one.
Well, he's doing it with who is it?
Oh yeah, no, Bully has his own whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's with he's not alone.
Right.
I can't remember now. Why can't I remember? Someone else will tell me. Watch, they'll be back.
I don't know. But we've gone on a tangent, but we are
it. No, that's my side tangent about podcasts. But I'm a big podcast fan, and I mean the best guys, if you guys want to laugh, look up, go find Chris Jericho's podcast and listen to the episode with Jesse Ventura. I fucking laughed the whole time. The entire podcast is it's uncomfortable. It's awkward. Jesse's on a different planet. And Jericho's I almost used a very inappropriate. Jericho has his tail between his legs pretty much the entire interview. It is fucking amazing. Like this guy talks all the time about I was a journalism major. Not tonight.
No. Ooh. I wore my brown pants.
No, Jesse's on a different level, and Jesse don't give a shit. I mean, he's a straight shooter. I appreciate him. He tells you what he's thinking, even if what he's thinking is completely fucking crack.
Right.
Jesse Ventura for president 2024. Can't be good God. Can't be any worse than what you've done already.
Yeah, exactly. Can't get any worse. Fuck it.
Hey, listen, we'll settle some. It's fuck wars. We'll just have wrestling matches to figure out who should do what. Right?
Yeah.
Putin, bring him over, and we'll get a wrestling match going with Jesse.
Jesus.
And it was nice having a channel, folks. Goodbye.
Right, we've gone full circle on that tangent there.
Yeah, I don't know where we lost it. Yes, we are heading towards. I don't know if we're going to make it to All Out, but I think that's the plausible ending for that.
Oh, I think so. But now is Athena replacing Statlander? Because it was the toss up with me of who was going to go after Jade first, Statlander or Athena?
Should have been Athena. Statlander's out, so yeah. I mean, Athena's
well now, obviously, but I'm saying
I agree with you.
But do you see Athena beating Jade?
No. Some people have mentioned that, but no.
I could see it.
No, I think they're purposely Jay Cargill is going to beat Goldberg's undefeated streak record.
But then you're killing all your top baby faces. You've already kind of killed Ruby Soho. Then now if you're going to kill Athena,
let her go. She's the best you got.
Then give her the main title. Have her lose this and have her go after Thunder.
You know what? I know you're arguing with me, but I agree with that.
Oh, see?
I agree with that. Give her the big belt. But she's kind of the face of TBS somehow. And
she's now stamped her mark on that belt. It's just like when you think, and I'd hate to make this comparable, but it's like with the 24/7 title of you think R-Truth. If you think the TBS title, you think Jade Cargill, whether she has it or not.
Absolutely. And she's going to continue to dominate because they don't have a whole lot of dominant women like that. And they've buried some other ones. Listen, I want to see Tony Storm win this belt sooner than later. I don't know why we're fucking around in these tag team matches and Thunderstorm's still a thing, but yeah, let's go. Let's figure this out.
Well, just poor Thunder Rosa. She's had the Liv Morgan effect of she was that baby face that they're great challenging and chasing the title, but the second they get it, it's like meh.
Yeah. Ooh, she got pus in her mouth.
What? All right, moving on. Now that Triple H is in charge of creative talent, Monday Night Raw has a chance to go
Naked and Afraid XL. Yes. Sorry.
No. Do you think? Well, this might be a little different because you're from Canada, but Raw ratings going up against Monday Night Football now with Hunter in charge, do they stand a better chance?
Not yet. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, like AEW could blow up and could have a moment. It's going to take a lot of work to get back into the realm. You remember, like it was once upon a time when Raw and WWE competed with major shows like that. One can hope, but I don't think they'll ever. I'll
say they have a better chance. Yes. Do they have a good chance? No. That's the thing. I think it's better than when Vince was there. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's your favorite moment.
I'm right behind. I'm slightly behind you, but yo, that match is going to be fucking crazy. Just on a quick side note, and I know I'm cursing, but it's a Friday and I can't help it. Death Triangle, my favorite part. The Death Triangle versus Osprey and Aussie Open, unbelievable. Let's go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Miz has gigantic balls, and Orange Cassidy has tiny tangerines. If we're keeping track at home.
All right.
By the way, my favorite part of the wrestling week, Mark Henry. I wish he was on screen the whole time just to get facial reaction.
Well, it's interesting. I think we floated around the idea of like these shows having GMs and everything before. Like they could do more with Mark Henry. They could do more with Paul White.
Right. I feel bad for Trent in this whole fucking situation. Like Chuck Taylor doing funny stuff, I'm good with it. Oh, and Orange Cassidy, fuck him. Trent, just turn him heel and let him loose. Trent can wrestle, and he's a grown-ass man. Like, I don't know. I think that this shit's beneath him, the tie-dye and I honestly do. I think it's beneath him.
I just don't like any of it, to be honest with you.
I haven't listened to too much of Corey Graves' podcast just because I assume it's going to be biasly slanted.
Well, it's a little kayfabe.
Right? It's like the bump. Like, I have no reason.
It's close to that.
Bully Rays with Tommy Dreamer, Mark Henry, and Dave.
I'm going to try and pronounce that.
Greca. Yeah, but what's it called? It's got a name. I agree, though. Cardell would need 6 years to get to 172 matches. Depends who's doing the math.
Well, that's the thing is how many times did Goldberg, he'd have one match 1 week and it'd be like, 101. Then he comes back the next week. It's 132.
I remember being a kid and Goldberg was on a tear and I'd be like, did I miss an episode? What happened?
Right. Where are these matches that I've missed?
Dude was traveling a lot between weeks.
Are they counting house shows?
17 in a row, 43 in a row, 72 in a what the fuck?
Right.
I suck at math, but this is ridiculous.
And we have the Trustbusters out now, and now we're getting
here's another
best friends.
Here's another example of Tony's buddy relationship with the people that work for him fucking up things. Giving Orange Cassidy the Jane entrance, it sucks. It's fucking shit. It's not good. And if anyone out there goes, Jane's awesome, it's a terrible entrance song. His original one with the, had a riff to it, the Freshly Squeezed, was much better. But he used it in the indies. Let's give it to him. Bullshit.
Well, that's the thing, is this placates to that certain kind of audience that AEW's always kind of aimed for.
It's not good. Who in wrestling history or in I know, listen, there's a few rare talents out there that come out to really great fighting entrance songs. Even in the UFC, there's a couple guys and girls that always catch a chuckle on certain entrance songs. Jane is not good. It's not ironic. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's not upbeat. This man trying to sneak a snack. But I don't like it. And again, I think if you have a good boss who looks at you and says, yeah, Orange, that's phenomenal, but it's fucking stupid. Go away. That's better other than, let's see if I can spend another bunch of money to get you a song that you like that doesn't even fit, that doesn't amp up the crowd. Like, what do we all say?
They've run into the problem of he's gotten all these copyrighted songs and everything, like just to say that he has them.
Yeah, but some of them make sense for me, right? Like the fucking Jungle Boy, we get our OEOEO, and Wild Thing, we get our Wild Thing, which, I mean, if you're going to bring him out every fucking week, I don't know. He needs an alternate music, because hearing Wild Thing as much as we had as of late was a lot, where I started hating the fucking song. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's really fucking hard to say.
Sorry,
yeah, see, look, it's time for Jefferson Starship and Jane. Yeah, boo. Busted Open. Yes. There we go.
Well, speaking of Busted Open and Jon Moxley, I saw a meme today that was just hilarious to me, that if someone challenged Jon Moxley to a first blood match, his mind would be blown. I don't think that man could ever win a first blood match.
It'd be the shortest first blood match in the history of first blood match. And I don't think he could accept it. What would he do? He'd have to come out in bubble wrap.
He'd have to come out with a helmet on.
Even then, the bubble wrap rub his forehead the wrong way. And
Parker Bordeaux just tossing everybody around right now.
Yes. No, I mean, I'm a big fan of entrance music, and I know a lot of fans out there are. I know our boy CJ talks about entrance music all the time. It just really is. It matters. I mean, I always like one of my faves right now, prior to his change in career. I mean, like Samoa Joe's perfect, on point. It fits him. The crowd gets behind it. They got a little Joe chant with it. The music matters.
Oh yeah, well, there's still plenty of them that you would want on a playlist that you'd listen to even when you're not watching the show, just throughout your day. But there's some that you're just like, no.
Every time with the wild.
Yes, you have no marbles.
Send them in. Classic. What's up? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate it, folks. We're winding down. This should be, I got picture in picture, so I'm guessing this is the last commercial of the night, or one of them. I don't think we're getting anything else, are we? No, probably not.
I don't believe so. Yeah, this is the main event. We're getting the Trustbusters versus the Best Friends in Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Great value Brock Lesnar in the ring right now.
Well, yeah. Think about it this way. Well, SmackDown had their main event was that promo segment between Drew and Roman, to where Sami ends up beating the Claymore, and Rampage's main event on the same night is Trustbusters versus Best Friends in Orange Cassidy.
Yes. And I'm thinking, obviously, Best Friends. And I went against them. I said Trustbusters because I didn't think. But yeah, I think it's a safe bet that Orange Cassidy is going to move on in the tournament.
Yeah.
Can someone fill me in on some background on Eminem here?
On Not So Slim Shady.
Where did he come from?
Who is he?
I don't fucking know.
Greetings
from Kukama refugee camp in Kenya at Block 13. Wow, greatly appreciate the view all the way from Kenya. We say we're international, and I think it's our first Kenyan. So thank
worldwide,
you so much for being here. Yeah, we've seen a lot of places from all over the globe pop up. So that's amazing, and we greatly appreciate it. Tell all your friends about us. Streaming live for Block 13. That's amazing. Keenan, we appreciate it.
But folks, who do you have in this match? Best friends or Trustbusters? I've said it before. The Trustbusters, to me, I don't get the group. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you took the roster and just put it on shuffle.
Well, it's but the thing that bigger than that is I think there's some history between Daivari and Eminem. I can't remember what it is. I don't know the full background. But
I was gonna say you're spouting off. You don't even know who one guy is, but you're like, oh, there's some history there.
Well, but that's I think the problem is it's not just the fact that it's a shuffle, that it's a shuffle with four people, with the exception of Kiss now, that are relatively obscure.
Yeah, that are new to your roster too.
Yes. So I mean, maybe they come in and then they're trying to build that trios division. But if you look around AEW, there's a lot of trios ready to go. I hate the Wild thing. I feel like Charlie Sheen's going to come out and pitch every time. And man, and sometimes I would appreciate it. Dude. Austin Aries? I don't know.
It's hard to say, especially I think the last real notable thing that he's done is when he walked out in Impact.
Right.
Oh,
was that a penalty or is that a block forever?
Penalty.
All right. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You think Parker Boudreaux will be a future world champion in AEW? Early. I mean, we didn't get anything of him with Gacy. It's early. I hate to rule it out because I don't know how he develops. I don't know how what he ends up doing. Like, does he like super commit to it and continue to like? I mean, he's got the size. He looks like fucking Brock Lesnar. Somebody should tell him not to wear the gloves first and foremost. He looks like Brock Lesnar standing on the apron.
Well, he just looks like Brock Lesnar in general. I think that's why he was such a touted recruit, is just because he literally looks like Brock Lesnar. I think that nothing in ring, though, has said so far that he's anywhere ever going to be on that type of talent.
Yeah, he's not that natural, like, holy shit, athlete, right?
Right.
He's a big dude that looks like Brock Lesnar. He's powerful.
Yeah, I think that's really it. That's not saying that he can't develop and can't pull stuff around and everything, but right now we're talking 3+ years out if we're talking him as any sort of.
All right, well he's got a level of energy here. He's just destroying everybody, and he's not. I would argue that Brock's been in better shape for most of his career.
Just a little bit.
Now, never mind.
OC right now in control.
A three-man drop kick to take out this dude. You can look like Brock, but you'll never be Brock. It's kind of like our channel. There's often imitators, often duplicates, but never as good as the original. So, yes, you'll never get a Brock. Brock is once in a lifetime.
Brock is a one-of-one human being, and we are a one-of-one channel.
All right, corkscrew, semi-botched. He's ripping the shirt off. What does this mean? Who is this
He's
guy?
hulking up. Oh.
Austin Aries has been wrestling on NWA. Yes. Sporadically, though, no?
Well, that's the thing is it's hard because NWA we mostly will tune into that for like the pay-per-views and everything.
This match sucks.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that even though SmackDown ended on a promo, I feel like it was the better ending than Rampage here.
Well, I'm not at the ending quite yet, but Owen Parker slides out Trent. Yeah, I honestly thought when they cut Trent's hair, they were like, fuck it, just make him a heel and have him turn on OC, and it would be valid and a great, first, second match of a pay-per-view. Trent versus OC, get it in, get it out. Or a pre-show match, even.
See, here's the problem is that Parker even tries to sell like Brock.
He does. That's the funniest part.
He's trying to be the poor man's Brock Lesnar, and it's like, dude, just do your own thing.
All right, they dumped him into the crowd. So Baby Brock
is interference on the top rope.
Baby Brock is out. Oh, really?
Did they literally just call him Slim Shady?
No.
2 count.
I missed that.
I thought I heard Excalibur
might have.
That.
They did call him Slim Shady.
Hey.
Does he refer to himself as Slim Shady?
I don't know, but maybe even as we're live, AEW and Tony Khan got their bots listening in on us, folks.
Right? It's Donaldson.
I curse you. Danhausen.
What is happening here? Oh, so why did... Oh, wait.
We're going to get
a White Walker, but it's
Danhausen. You watch.
You're cursed.
What in the name of God is this move? Orange Cassidy standing up on top of the best friends and then popping in on the splash and gets the 3 count while doing the thumbs up into the hard cam.
What the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm.
This match was a shit show. I'm sorry. I know AEW fans are going to get me shit. This match was fucking horrendous.
Worst match of the night.
And I hate Jane.
To me, you ended the show on the match that should have opened it, honestly.
But if you're trying to marquee this
match was better than this, I feel like every other match that we've had on here, even the whole Buddy Murphy Miro thing, would have been better as the main event than this.
Yeah, fuck it. That filler match was one of the best matches we had, and it was quick.
Well, and even then, if you would have had Buddy Murphy's coming out and he's ending the show or whatever, and then all of a sudden Miro comes out and he beats the hell out of him, and you end with saying Miro just looking there like a badass. Ding, sign me up.
So Danhausen is hanging out with
Danhausen can't be with Hook anymore because Hook's actually a badass now with the FTW championship. So now he's going to be
people were pretty pumped about Hookhausen for a while there.
Well, like I said, we're going to get a comedy tag team of Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
There you go. Okay. Stick them together. Fuck it. 6 out of 10 from Damien. I give Rampage a 3. Edward not playing around. I'll give it a 6. If I'm going to get
I'm torn between. I'll give it 5.5 because I'm torn between a 5 and a 6.
There you go. 5.5. It wasn't bad. It had some good moments. That, again, this is where we talk about the difference in the companies right now. And remember, AEW was kind of winning by default because WWE was boring and not doing shit. Now they're doing some stuff. So AEW's got to clean up some of this booking. Like, look, 2. Maybe I was being too generous with a 6, but I would go 2. But
that's harsh.
A slightly more than a pass for me. I could see where people were unhappy with it, but Rampage is Rampage. It's pre-taped. You're not supposed to get it's Thursday Night Thunder for the old fans out there. That's all it is. That's what it is. It's shit. It's
that's what I'm saying. If you made that ROH and you made that just an hour, and that's your introduction for Rampage or for Ring of Honor, like say if on tonight's Rampage, instead we got Dustin versus Claudio, and that was pretty much mostly the whole show. Absolutely, that's way better than anything we got tonight. I think the problem's that it's the carryover from Dynamite, and it's just this 1 hour clusterfuck of a show.
Listen, when they first started doing Rampages, and every once in a while, when they were getting live ones, they always do somewhat better with the live ones. But for me, at the end of the day, 8 out of 13. I don't even know how to break that down.
Steiner maths.
Steiner maths.
33 and a third percent of liking AEW Rampage.
Great. Now I got to find the common denominator. No, I'm just fucking off. But yeah, I mean, it's just clunky. And again, it comes off as like we watch GCW, right? And it's chaotic and there's shit everywhere. And not always in the best of ways, in like a low production way. And that's what that felt like for me in this one, was it felt low production.
But even then, even with watching GCW, like Yamashita versus Cologne just had probably one of the matches that I've seen this year. And that was still a hardcore death matchy, light tubes, everything like that. But it just comes down to actual storytelling and everything, and actually letting guys go out there and to an extent do what they want to do, but also not just let them do whatever bullshit they want to do just because.
You need structure. And that's the one thing. I mean, you would argue that the WWE went crazy in too much structure. We had a hard cam, you know, the moves, the dives, everything was structured. The promos structured.
Everyone was cutting promos like they were held at gunpoint.
But wrestling needs structure to make sense, right? A story needs structure to make sense. You know, even a fucking kid's book has structure.
Right. That's really what it boils down to.
A plot. No, I mean, I completely agree. So you need that structure. And when everything's chaotic and there's extra people involved and the ref doesn't really do fuck all, it hurts. And again, people are like, oh, they hate AEW. No, we like AEW. I want AEW to do well. They got a lot of names that I'm a huge fan of that I'm hoping to see big things out of. But again, tonight's, you know, Murphy looked like a pro. You know, some of that stuff is all right. Trent, I think, is great. I really think he's lost in the shuffle here. He doesn't even look like he belongs with Chucky and OC anymore. Danhausen's funny. Not my main event, though.
Right. That's why I was saying, if that was the opener, that's a different way entirely. And there is a bit of that pendulum effect of, though, like, that's the thing is, for the longest time, Dynamite and everything was the top of our power rankings for the longest time, for most of the life of this channel. And then now, because we've had this power structure change, that WWE's kind of getting the praise that AEW's been getting, because they're doing the returns, they're doing the debuts, they're AEWing better than AEW. And that's the thing is, AEW's kind of, pardon my language, but blown their load already to where they have nothing left in the chamber to compete now when they're fully in an arms race. Because before, to me, it was a wrestling war that both companies were trying to lose, and now WWE is very much trying to win.
Yeah, I think and again, people want to say trying to lose, but I think for Vince and company, they weren't in a competition. They didn't give a fuck what was going on around them. They were cruising to the grave, I think, at that point. So they didn't really give a fuck. And that's the thing that's very interesting about this dynamic, where Vince might not have cared. And for obvious reasons, but for other reasons.
Might not have remembered.
Well, that's a different argument altogether. Triple H cares. And Triple H wants to, all right, people want to talk shit. People want to think, you know, they know. Sorry. And I think every chance he gets, he's going to scoop up a guy that would be, you know, people are, oh, he should be AEW. And he will do it out of spite. And he's that type of competitive guy that he doesn't give a fuck how small this competition is. He's called them pissant from the beginning. So it hasn't changed in his perspective. And I think we've seen, Kross is going to go to AEW. Not today. No, they're not going either. That hurts Tony, because now he's got to develop this talent. You can't just sign people.
Yeah, well, and it's Tony's whole response to this has been a problem too. And it's, like I said, it's not that we're fully bashing AEW or anything. It's just we want them to be better. And I get the whole argument of, it's just more wrestling, it's more competition. Oh, they don't want to be in a war. But you can't say that now that you're starting to lose after you've been the one taking shots this whole time.
Yes. Nick, that's my favorite part of this whole fucking debate. And so for 2-3 years, the AEW fans are like, WWE shit, and you know, the real fans are over here if you really like wrestling here. And isn't it funny that, you know, this guy all made jokes about WWE, and you know, it's shit. Triple H shows up and puts his foot on the gas pedal, and everyone's like, oh my God, this is awesome. And the AEW fans instantly went, well, can't just both wrestling shows be good? Why do we have to pick a side? Come on, guys. No, I agree that both wrestling channels shows can be solid and give us good product. But if you're gonna dish it out, we come on here and for months now we've been watching every single fucking show. I guarantee we have a pretty good pulse of where we're at in all of this. And right now the pendulum is heavy to WWE, and the momentum, the quality of shows, you know, it's a change, it's a shift, it's something different.
Right. And not to take anything from anyone that was just in the ring there, but you can't watch that main event on Rampage and tell me that that was, you know, the best thing tonight on TV for wrestling versus anything that WWE put out on SmackDown. Like, not even in the same ballpark to me. I get that that's the thing, is this tribalism aspect to everything's the part that gets me. Of you have very much people in the WWE camp that just anything non-WWE is terrible. You have people in the AEW camp of anything that is WWE is terrible. So it's just, why, if you want to play that whole argument of, well, why can't all these companies coexist? Then you can't also knock people for liking WWE. It's that you can't want an even playing field, but then not agree with people liking stuff that you don't like.
Well, no, and you call a spade a spade. I mean, we've seen fans come on here, especially I find the AEW fans are a little more temperamental sometimes. So if you're an AEW fan out there, I apologize in advance. But I mean, literally get real, like, it's not even so much that WWE sucks. It's how do you say anything bad about this amazing shit that we have before us? Like, there's fans right now on Twitter going like, "Oh, what a match! Fucking the best friends! Oh, like, get the fuck out of here."
Well, and that's like you even said it too. Of we cover everything in professional wrestling. So this isn't just some people that pop on and just watch. We watch an episode of Raw every now and then. We literally cover anything and everything. So absolutely, thank you to everybody for letting us hit 600 subscribers. Too many S's.
Right.
Tonight, while we were on air, before even SmackDown went off the air. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody walking down the street with a wrestling t-shirt, stop them and tell them about us. But so we get, like you said, we have a good pulse on just honestly what's good professional wrestling and what's not so good professional wrestling and what's working right now today and what isn't. And AEW at times works really well. At times it works really not so well. But AEW fans, the diehards, seem to not be able to take when you don't just love everything with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I like to think that, you know, I mean, we have our bias. I have my bias. I have my wrestlers I like. And for me, it's the same thing with music. Like, I can separate.
Oh, it's an opinion. It's all opinion.
But I find like we were able to step above the, oh, it's an AEW show or it's a GCW show. Like, we have fans that, oh, GCW, it's shit. I don't want to see it. But in that night, we got a Nick Wayne, I don't know, give me one of the darlings.
Starboy
or Mans or Starboy. And it's a really good fucking match. And you're like, wow, that was really fucking good. Or even we talked about Yamashita and Cologne. That was a hell of a wrestling match. So I think if you step back and you go, I'm watching this show, it's really good. The Punk stuff was good. You know, the Bryan stuff's good. This is garbage. That's just being straight up. WWE, like, Triple H isn't getting carte blanche for very long. There were things tonight, like we got I don't know why we're still getting I don't like the, you know, I would like
well, and even we had like guys like Victor and everybody in the chat and everything calling Hit Row Skid Row and all that.
Right.
So that's the thing is,
and that was the worst part of
the end of the day, we call a spade a spade. It's keep it a bug.
Right. I'm looking forward to Claudio versus Dustin Rhodes on our Ring of Honor Championship. That's going to be a hell of a match.
That's an amazing match. That's something I'm looking forward to on Rampage. Make that go like at least half the show.
Yeah, no, give that a big chunk. Give that a solid 30 minutes, and they'll tell a story. Dustin's a vet. Claudio's a vet. They will give us a good match. I have no doubt about that. I'm confident in that one. So I'm looking forward to it as well. And congrats on 600. Thank you, Pink Ranger. 600. It's only the beginning, folks. We do appreciate it. We're amazed that anybody tunes in to listen to us ramble, but we're glad you do. And I was going to let that be the final comment, but I see another one squeaking in, and then I'm calling it. Bray King news. Michael Cole teased Bray Wyatt's return during the IC 5-way. He said, like a buzzard reference to Mercy, the Buzzard, and Bray.
For crying out loud. Are we going to literally... The man said buzzard, so it's got to be Bray.
listen, there's some funny shit going on, and Bray's gonna end up in the WWE. So I don't know what the
still
fuck
might,
happen.
but that's the thing, is that's what halfway drives me nuts with this whole
That's
thing.
why I joked about Jade earlier, where you see a sledgehammer and you're like, oh, sledgehammer.
Right. Well, that's the thing is,
like,
it's halfway drives me nuts with this whole thing of like literally like when we're trying to etch out like the silhouette of the fucking buzzard in a stain on a dusty ass car to be saying that that's Bray coming back. Like, all right, now we're reaching a bit here. Just we already have a preconceived outcome that we're trying to reach here, so we're just instantly jumping to that.
I got KO. I kind of want KO to steal this for some reason. I don't know if it will happen.
I think we as a channel have to go with KO.
Well, if you watch past streams, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, so I will call myself out for my bullshit. Is that I've been a big fan of Bobby Lashley and the run he's on and letting him have this run. I just like KO more. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, for folks who might have been confused, that is not KO. That is beside me. That is KJ. Close, but not quite.
The beard's bigger. But real quickly, yes, 600 subscribers here tonight. I'd like to point out that we put out 10 new subscribers during SmackDown and 1 during Rampage. So you guys can do the math.
That tells you the ratings, folks.
It's getting late on a Friday night. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful time. Nick, 2 shows. I'm guessing SmackDown was more of your fave tonight. With a better rating for sure.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yes. And again, folks, just a reminder, we're taking the weekend off. We're taking a weekend sabbatical. We got some shit to do, some personal things to attend to, and we're just going to take a weekend. It's been a while. We're hitting 6 months. On Wednesday, we'll mark our 6 months anniversary.
6 months, 600 subscribers.
Seems perfect. Now, when we come back, I want everybody to tell everybody they know that we're here, and we're coming back on Monday, Raw all the way through into September from Monday. It's going to be a fucking sprint full of crazy stories, crazy returns, crazy angles, craziness, pay-per-views, battles, rumors. Who else what else could possibly happen? We have no idea, but it's going to be fun, and we'll be right here for it. Make sure you click that bell because you never know. We might show up on Sunday. We're funny like that. But yes, we will be here all week long, and we're going right into next weekend. So much good events coming. Thank you for being a part of our 600. Nick, thank you for being a part of the show.
Absolutely, folks. Strap on and strap in.
That's it. Until the next time, or until Monday, see you on the flip side.